by the way. That must have happened recently because I love that. The new hashtag is good.
What description change?
Oh yeah, how about that? I wonder who changed that.
Hello, everybody. We're live.
Okay, I'm back.
Hashtag blame Eugene, I guess.
All right, let's.
It doesn't say we're live yet. It says we're
I just
an
got a
hour out.
notification.
So did I.
Oh wait, now we're live. Okay, now we're
Is
here.
it 393? No, 394.
Yep, 394. Hello, everybody.
Hashtag blame Eugene. I love it.
So let's run through the notes, shall we? I don't know if there's I don't know if there's anything else that I missed. I did add that Pokemon Go anniversary that you had posted, Mike. So yeah, let's just roll through it. Does anybody need the link to the show notes, by the way, before I get rolling?
No, they're just in the drive, right?
Yeah. Just in the drive. Okay, so the first thing is...
Let me, yeah, hold on. Give me a second here. I'm not set up. I gotta find something. Just ignore me.
Maybe I should turn on your Maybe I should turn on your webcam so we can all help you look for it.
Yeah.
No, that's creepy. Fuck you.
Guess that's why we signed a waiver, huh?
Yeah.
So I've got a little volume on as I'm playing the battle tree right now. If that gets annoying before the show even starts, let me know and I'll tune it down.
Okay. Yeah, I'm testing my new controller right now with Gunman Clive, so same goes.
Ooh, on the Wii U, I assume?
Yeah.
Cool, that's awesome.
Okay, is it the one with the... Oh, I made that logo. Is it the one with the Mario hat logo at the top?
Yes, it is.
Okie dokie. I was like, ooh, I like that. Then I was like, ooh, I made that.
Oi.
Okay, so... Hold on, I accidentally closed out of it. Okay, so...
Wait. This is a review for writing guides. This isn't what I needed.
Oh no, sorry. I must. It should have the, I guess, the Splatoon headset thing as the first picture.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna send a link in the chat.
I'm gonna have to pass.
So Eugene.
Yes.
Like all this, like, are we not adding any of that, like the Best Buy thing or the or the thing that Justin added about the link to the E3 thing and the Nintendo versus Twitter account?
You're gonna have to fill me in on all this stuff because I have no idea what you're talking about.
I did a GroupMe chat, but I guess you didn't. All right, no problem. But
my GroupMe chat had like 200 messages or something, so I'm sorry I didn't get really delve deep into it.
Oh, no, I don't post them all today after you stopped talking, but so I thought you saw them. But if you didn't, that's just trying to right now, and I'm kind of like out of it because I've had a long day. But yeah, no, I posted a thing that says like Best Buy lists 3 physical Switch games for E3 and has placeholder images for them.
Oh yeah.
So like they're just coming out we don't know about. And something about E3 being or 25.
Right, it's close to the usual like 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I shared something about that they're having for E3 and other future events they're going to host.
Can I ask a question? Are we going to be like taking an article each like we used to do, or what's the plan with that?
Yeah,
no, you have to carry.
I think that'll work.
All of them.
Well, we have if we add those 2, then I think we'll have 6 articles, right? Or 7 articles?
Oh crap.
Okay.
Gene, your dragon's back.
Yeah, hey, hold on a sec. My internet's going kind of slow here. Let me make sure that all my connections are all set up correctly. Give me a sec.
Yeah. For what it's worth, if you can...
Let me make sure.
It sounds like you were responding.
He's doing that. Can any of you guys hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you talking, yes.
Can you hear me?
Okay, good. Yes, I can hear you guys. Sorry, I'm just doing my sound check real quick. I figure now's as good a time as any.
Mic check. Check. Any boss
I wish I
from Ocarina
couldn't,
of Time.
yes. I don't think you realize how loud that shit is, bro.
Yeah, a little. I mean, a little less loud.
Remind me.
We gotta add them to the show notes. I'm still in the process of adding them to the show notes.
So
Okay.
which ones do we want to add? Do we want to keep all the stuff that's on there? So let's roll through that real quick.
Do we need the?
Well, let me read through all of them.
Do we need the coding?
Let me read
Okay,
through. Let me read through all of them, and then we'll figure out what we want to keep and what we want to add. So we have voice chat on Switch, that stupid squid-looking cable thing.
Yeah.
We have Nintendo Details online Switch service.
Eugene, you're dragging again.
Oh, I'm lagging here.
Yeah.
Every now and
I know
then.
you're trying. I know you're trying to make sure we can't interrupt you, but we're trying you. We can't fucking hear you.
Okay, then let me close. I'm gonna drop out of the call and then I'm gonna come back in. Hopefully it doesn't kick you guys all out, and if it does, I'll add you to the call again.
Oh.
Okay, that works.
Come
Oh,
about the wild.
and-
Like his name is Eugene.
And guys, can I just say that based on like our pre-show banter, I have a feeling we're gonna all have to work extra hard to be like in sync tonight, because it seems like we just keep cutting each other off. We're just
Really bad at that right now.
so let's try to be like extra good tonight.
Lucas, I'm wondering how much of that is like is actually us and like it's not paying attention. Yeah, because like fucking like I feel like Eugene trying to talk to him same time frame. I wonder if the live hangout thing is.
I'm curious about that
Delayed.
too. I think it might have something to do with the lag.
Yeah, it's fuck. The internet is fun.
It's okay.
Can't wait for that fun stuff.
Yeah, Eugene,
Yes.
we're wondering. We're usual because we're overlapping each other because of lag, because of the live show.
I'm stepping away for a sec.
Yeah, I kind of have a feeling of that too, because I don't know. I'm not exactly sure if like me by doing this live stream is sending out a live stream, and then me doing the XSplit and sending out a live stream is also doing a live stream. You know what I mean?
Do you think maybe for the sake of this show we should go back to the usual format and try to like iron out the kinks later, or
Yeah, probably
do you wanna
probably
keep it
a
up
good
with this?
idea. So should I?
Okay.
I'll just close out of this then, and then I'll just keep you guys or add you to the normal Hangouts group that we normally use then.
Okay, well we have to pick up another call then.
That's great.
Yeah, you'll have to pick up that other call, I think.
Okay, then I'm gonna back out of this one too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this might be a little bit better.
Okay, that's good.
We're hard enough. Oh, yeah. We're hard enough to communicate with when we don't have lag.
Yeah,
slowing
like a
us
massive
down.
like 10-second lag gap.
Well,
Oh my God.
I kept noticing that like
I
I kept noticing I'd like talk to you and you just keep talking, and I think it was because you weren't picking up on me yet.
Yeah, it must have been.
Yeah.
Okay, well we'll have to maybe one of these nights we can do like a live Bomberman type thing or something like that, or Mario Kart, and like test it out, and so then it's not an actual like show, you know what I mean? And I can just capture it from my capture card.
Yeah, I agree. Mike, could you try talking real quick? Because you were sounding really weird, but I think it was just because we were also talking.
Was it because I had a high-pitched voice real quick, or?
Oh, no, you
Oh
have,
no, your audio's bad. Maybe turn off your video.
Oh, my video's on?
Yeah.
No, okay, my bad.
You're very crackly.
Try, and then it sounds like your audio is actually coming from your earbuds, maybe? Maybe try unplugging your blue snowballer. And
no, my snowball is the default microphone. Might better now.
Well, no, it sounds... maybe try unplugging it and plugging it back in then.
Come up out the water like an amphibian. Come up out the water.
I'm real sad that I know what that is now. Thank you. And then when
He's great, Eugene. He's great.
And then when I
love him.
When I was listening to that with my girlfriend next to me, she was just like looking at me like with this look, and then like deep down inside, I was looking at myself with that same look. But I mean, what was I gonna do but feel? Yeah, it's infinitely better. I can tell that the lag is gone, so it must have been that interface. We're gonna... Yeah. So actually, when we do that though, I don't actually have to use XSplit because I could. It starts a live feed on its own. So I'm wondering if we can just do it that way. But yeah, we'll
can
test
you hear
that.
Me now?
Oh yeah, you're much better.
Yeah, we can hear you now. And you sound
I'm
good.
back.
That was weird.
I think we started a new call while I was gone.
Yeah, sorry, because...
We started the whole show, Justin, without you.
Yeah, Justin, it's over. You missed
Stop interrupting the show, Justin. God damn.
I would say that I won Nintendo's, but then you'd really know that it was a lie.
So just a warning, Chicken Alfredo tends to give me the screaming shits.
Okay.
So if I'm here for 5 minutes, don't worry. If I,
Can I just ask why you chose to... Can I just ask why you chose to eat chicken Alfredo if you knew we were recording?
Because it was left over and quick and easy to make.
Oh, God.
If I yell, oh, God, and disappear for 15 minutes, please call an ambulance.
Heather's on. Hey,
no, fucking, no. If that happens, you need to keep on the show. So all of a sudden, you're just like... We're talking, all of a sudden we hear Justin going like, ah!
What the hell did I miss? Everything explodes.
Please tell me we're live right now.
We
Please tell me
sure
we're
are.
live.
We sure are.
Please tell me somebody was recording that.
I started recording after the fact. I'm an idiot. No, not Justin. I'm sorry, Gentis. Because you missed. Justin has blowout diarrhea because he's chicken Alfredo. So, if you hear him screaming and crying, then you know he has to leave.
Oh no! I'll just go. Oh God, and leave. So
hey, so for the sake
don't ask me any questions.
for the sake of getting the show on time, Mike, instead of adding that, oh, you're already adding it. Okay, there we go. I was just gonna say, why don't you just leave it open on your tabs, and then you can take that news topic.
All right. I mean, there's 3 articles here plus the one that Justin.
Well, I don't know that we want to.
I mean,
I don't know that we want to hit 7 articles. You know, so maybe we each take one. And
Agreed.
then leave whatever is
wait,
left.
Did we ever go over all the articles yet? I feel like we
No, we didn't because my internet sucks.
We don't.
Well, act article, if nobody minds. That's kind of an inclusive article. It mentions Pokken Tournament, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Pokken isn't in the direct section.
Is it Pokken or Pokken?
I split it up because they later released that the controller can be used, so I figured we can kind of just roll that all into the same Pokken announcement, you know?
Yeah, that's not a problem. I can just kind of throw it all together. And I'm sure you'll want to talk about the Hori controller a little bit too, because you guys have actually used it, unlike me. But right. I can kind of be our Pokemon ambassador if nobody minds.
So
and to be honest, if I don't even host an article, I don't care because I'm doing Nintendo's.
Okay, Lucas, you take all things. You take all things Pokemon then, and then we'll just lump that all together. And then Pokemon Go will maybe put on its own article. We'll kind of see how where that rolls up. Mike, what were the other 2 that you were gonna add?
The Nintendo Direct is 25 minutes long, and let's see what's the other one. Hold on, my group just froze.
Oh yeah, that there was like three game.
Oh right, there you go.
Or something. Okay.
Well, so, yeah, I feel we kind of need to throw that on there.
Why don't we put both of those on the same deal because they kind of both relate to E3?
One more, or there's been a lot of talk in the last day of theme park. Do we want to talk about it all, or should we say that?
I would love to talk about it, except the only thing I know about it is they have some sort of facade in the Japan park, and beyond that, I haven't heard anything else. I know, I've seen on YouTube, there's a lot of stuff out there.
Miyamoto said that they're talking about some kind of switch the theme park.
Really?
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna be right back, guys, and then we can get going. So after, I say we talk about it if we have time because that's actually kind of interesting. But yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. We've got Eugene out. Like Justin, do you want to talk about something in particular?
I'll just take the article that I shared about the 25-minute presentation because I didn't get a chance to look at a whole lot else.
Okay. And I guess you talk about
a more negative one lately. I can talk about that shitty ass Switch headset.
Oh, okay. I actually don't think it looks that bad, but no, nobody's mentioned it.
Well, it's not. Well, yeah, we'll get into it on the podcast.
Yeah,
because I have a feeling this could be an interesting conversation.
Okay, and I guess
have it now before we're.
And I guess maybe if Eugene wants
to, save all the salt for later.
If Eugene wants to, he can talk about the online services. I guess.
I'm down.
Yeah, I can do.
Oh, okay.
Because he's the online guy apparently, because he's fucking up all his internet problems today.
Yeah, I figured out exactly what was going wrong. My router was under we got a window put in today right where my router is, so it was under a bunch of shit. So it should be exponentially better now.
Sweet. I hope you scooped the shit.
I got shovels, brah. Sorry, Heather.
A lot of fecal talk tonight.
Yeah. Sorry for having to deal with all the internet stuff. Heather and Rose of Death is here now, so
our usual.
You know what? It's kind of cathartic though, considering how our week has been, especially yours. Having all this internet problems is really again cathartic and a simple problem in the world that we live in anymore.
Hey, yeah. Eugene.
No kidding.
Eugene, yes. Heather commented a little while ago that the live stream is offline.
I think she was talking to Rose of Death, saying that he didn't miss the recording on Wednesday.
I'm just going to make sure they can hear us.
Can you hear us?
If so, say yes in 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Right. Can you hear us? 15, 14, 13,
okay, so
13.
Did we decide?
Heather says no, she can't hear us.
Oh, she can't hear us. Oh, well, that's probably why.
Okay.
I just closed it and started it again, so hopefully it'll pop back up.
See, this is why we ask.
All of a sudden, going live at 9:30 at night seems like a good idea. We've been fucking up for the last 20 minutes.
Right? It's always better to start later.
Damn it, Eugene! This is why we can't have nice things.
I know. Shit.
Yeah, Eugene is the one that keeps us from having nice things.
Blame Eugene.
Right-click to configure this source.
Heather says she refreshed and now she can hear us.
Oh, that's
okay.
And that popped up much faster.
Who's
blame
Michael
Eugene
Thompson
again?
I'm putting the chat on the live feed, so that's why it's got that big black box. Bear with me, guys. Here we go.
A big black box.
Big black something.
I don't know where to put it.
Doesn't Eugene already have a big black something?
Hey, remember that we're live.
Hey man, I mean, if they don't know us by now. Okay.
We're live, but we haven't started. We're live, but we haven't started yet.
Yeah.
We're live, but we're
oh shit! I should probably start recording.
Probably a good
So
idea.
does that mean that I am taking both the headset and the Nintendo Online stuff?
No,
Or
Steve is going to do the headset.
okay, cool. Then I'll take the Nintendo Online stuff, and then Justin, which one did you decide on?
The reduced length presentation E3 doohickey.
Okay, sounds good. And then Lucas, you're gonna take all things Pokemon. I guess maybe
Indubitably.
I guess you're gonna have to maybe lump Pokemon Go into that section. So I'm gonna let you lead, Lucas, because that's probably gonna be the lengthiest section. So let's get it out of the way, right out of the way. So I'll introduce the show as usual, but you're gonna take the first news section. And
Sounds
then,
magical.
If anybody needs to pee, now is your chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Mike.
So I'm almost done adding the stuff to the show notes here. Like my internet's chugging all of a sudden.
Yeah, I just had about 20 ounces of milk, so I should probably go, drain the fire hose. I'll be right back.
Mike, did you need me to add anything? Because I can add it real quick. I'll just print screen and copy paste and stuff.
Yeah, if you want to add the Nintendo Wire, the Best Buy article real quick, just do that because that's the last one I need to add.
Okay, sounds good. Oh yeah, Best Buy Canada.
Stuff on here all of a sudden. Capcom registers Monster Hunter World in the U.S. What the hell is this?
Oh, did you guys see? Not to just totally throw off the Monster Hunter thing, but did you guys see that we're getting like a new Azure Striker Gunvolt game? And weirdly enough, it's like fused with that Mega Man game that wasn't a Mega Man game.
Oh no.
Mighty Gunvolt. Yeah, Mighty Gunvolt.
I'm actually like curious about it because I wanted to like Mighty Number 9, but I had trouble with it. So maybe this one will like give me some happy.
So for some reason when I read that news, maybe it's different news, but I thought I read it as that it was going to be a port of the Mighty Gunvolt game that already came to 3DS and Wii U. Am I wrong on that?
It's a.
I don't. What I remember is what I remember from all this. Can I really talk? I remember. I think from what I remember, the Mighty Number 9 had a thing that said if you read a certain stretch fund, it would in a cameo in Azure Strike Gunvolt in like the DLC or whatever the game would be called, Mighty Gunvolt, where they'd be like in a game together.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of a remake of Azure Strike Gunvolt as I understand it, but with extra content and the inclusion of Beck, which is kind of cool because I don't know, I kind of like that universe.
I didn't really get into it, but I had a lot of games that I was juggling at the time. I just feel like I didn't give it a fair shake,
The negative press kind of turned me off because everybody was pissed that they like kind of squandered their money on creating the game. But I liked some of the voice acting and stuff was pretty cute. So.
Yeah, I do have to say that I did like the art work that they originally presented, but that's what happens during game development. Stuff changes, so I wasn't as salty as most.
Hey Eugene, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You just did.
Is it possible for you to? Is it possible for you to change the color of the live chat on the stream? Because like when it's like white and no logo, I can't read a damn thing they're saying.
Yes, I probably can. Black would probably be better. Black is always better in my opinion, but
Well, then you need to like shrink it up because then the black text won't be able to be read over
I'll
the
let
black
that one go
on the side.
Wow, we have a couple of new people here that are just tuning in for the first time. That's kind of cool.
Yes, welcome.
Made a grave mistake.
Well, one of them already says we're his favorite Nintendo-related podcast, so no accounting for taste there.
I like the thought that we have great chemistry. I'm not sure if I agree with it, but I like it.
Well, chemistry can have explosive results. So.
Truth. Okay, how's that? Does that look better?
Justin is explosive problems. It hasn't changed for me yet. Give it a couple seconds.
Okay. Hello, all of our new listeners. We're about to go actual live, start the show shit. But give us a second.
Okay, yeah, now it's black for me now.
Testing. Okay.
Give me a minute. I just need to grab a drink real quick and grab my cookies, and I'll be back in like 45 seconds.
Maybe ditch the wrapper first before you go bring it to the microphone.
Yeah, I did that already.
Eugene's on quality control tonight. I love it.
Well, we actually
Eugene's back in
Impress these guys.
Well, we actually
Yet
have
again,
people listening this
Wayne
week.
Eugene.
Yeah.
No offense, Heather and Rose of Death, and
we love you guys.
The two of you who actually listen every week for some reason.
Hey, Steve, now
Neil,
all of a sudden
you
you're
can't be
getting
here.
staticky. Maybe unplug your microphone and plug it back in?
See, right now you sound better than you ever have, Eugene, so...
Yeah, while you were gone, I figured out what was wrong. I had a window put in today right under where the router normally is, so there was a bunch of shit on top of the router, so I figured it out.
Eugene, I wanted to talk to you about this. I have had some issues the last couple of months, actually, with like every now and then randomly just losing my internet for a while.
Uh-huh.
It has never been a problem since I've done a show, but I'm always nervous that maybe some week it will. If I ever pop out, I'll just like come back if I'm available, and I'll keep you guys updated through text.
Yeah, I was gonna say, throw it in the group chat, and then
45 seconds. I got a piece. So give me like another 30.
I was gonna say, just throw it in the group chat, and then figure it out on your end, and then you can always just join the call, and it'll be almost like it never happened.
I'll let you know. I've had moments with Steve where we've been hunting at like 1 a.m. It tends to happen really late at night. Like we'll be hunting, and then all of a sudden I'll just disappear for like an hour, and he won't know what happened to me.
Well, if I haven't said it already to our new listeners to the live stream, thank you for joining us. We're gonna start here in just a little bit, so bear with us here. But yeah, thanks for popping in. We appreciate it. Hey,
yeah, good idea there, Rose of Death, listening to the actual produced show, because if you only listen to live, then you're definitely getting the ass end of the show.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I think there's some... Oh. Yeah, but you're really bad.
Still?
Yeah.
You're all crackly.
Shit, I just unplugged my mic and started voice meter back up. Now what do I try?
How about drop out of the...
back. What's up, everybody?
Steve, how about drop out of the call and come back into it and see if that works.
Okay.
Come up in the live stream like you don't know what you're doing.
Huh?
I'm done making jokes.
Thank you.
You know what I was doing if you watched that damn video.
No. After I saw Eugene's response, I'm good.
Yeah.
Eugene's just salty because the guy's better looking than he is.
I missed this entire exchange today. When was this?
Oh my god, I love the Twilight Bow.
8 o'clock.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Much better.
Yeah.
Much better. Okay, so
Okay,
before we get into further, guys, let's do our claps and sync up, and then we'll just kind of roll right into the show. What do you say?
Ready.
Yeah. Can we test my music one more quick time now that I've had to leave voice and plug my mic? And sorry.
Yeah, let's do that, and make sure it's also recording on Audacity while you're at it.
We can hear you, Steve.
It was.
Is all your Audacity stuff looking good?
Yeah, let me shut off the music and have you guys talk for a second. We'll make sure it's not picking you up. Go. And we're good. Let's do this.
I told the
That works.
I wasn't not with you. I told the wet doctor I wasn't not with you.
All right, let's do this show. We're 2 minutes late.
All right, let's clap, guys, and then let's get started. So in 3, 2, 1. I increased my countdown speed because of all the complaining I got last week.
Yes, that was much better.
It.
Yeah, but you increased it half into the countdown there. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Justin, what is your audio at?
I don't fucking know. Hang on.
Oh my god.
It is currently at 9:05, so figure my clap was probably about 10, 15 seconds
Lucas,
before that.
What are you at?
It was at about 4:15 when I clapped.
Okay, and Mike.
I clapped at 8:47.
Okay, Steve.
My spikes were at roughly 22 minutes 30 seconds.
Jesus.
Well, I started recording when we were doing the sound test, so.
I understand.
Clearly.
I understand, Steve. Okay, so let's get started, guys. Let me just make a note on my Audacity for the show start. Okay, let's get rolling. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Infendo Radio. Welcome to all of our live chat, I guess, chatters, listeners, whatever you're called, that are already in the live chat. Hello, Rose of Death, Heather, all the usual suspects, but I guess we got some new people today. Who did you guys say that was new? I haven't actually opened the live chat, so who do we have new?
We have Mike and we have Mark, and we have some, I think that's it.
Awesome. Well, you can be here in the live chat too, talking with us if you were here tonight, but that's okay if you're not, because we go live every Wednesday. Well, except for tonight, because it's Friday.
This week.
Yeah.
Blame Eugene.
Hashtag blame Eugene. But it's okay. So we're here rocking and rolling. I've got the usual suspects. I've got Lucas. I've got Steve. I've got Justin. I've got who did I miss in this list?
Maybe we should actually start introducing ourselves to
or if you want to be fair, it could also be hashtag blame Mike. My computer can't run XSplit and Google Hangouts and YouTube and like Audacity and all the other fucking shit we gotta run at the same time to make this thing work.
Sure. Yeah. But I was out of town this week, but I'm back now, and we're doing the show on Friday. So how you guys doing this week?
Blame Eugene though. I'm pretty good. I'm ready to roll. I assume you just asked how we're doing. I couldn't hear you, but
yeah, it's kind of
TGIF.
Yeah, no kidding. That's how I feel.
Yep.
I hate that restaurant.
Gosh. So, guys, we're going to get rolling.
You damn millennial.
We're going to get rolling with the news right away because we have tons of it. So, I'm going to throw it over to Lucas, actually. He's got our Pokemon minute, or lots of minutes. I don't know yet. We'll find out. But why don't you take it, Lucas?
It will be lots of minutes.
I am very excited to talk Pokemon because I'm playing Pokemon at the same time. But yeah, we have a ton of Pokemon stuff to talk about because there was a Pokemon Direct that lasted like literally 8 minutes. But we got a lot of cool information about it. I think the biggest thing being Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Wouldn't you guys agree?
It's definitely
I'll take that as a yes.
It's definitely the biggest news. It doesn't mean it's the best news.
Yeah,
I
kind of agree. I mean, I'm not crazy hyped about it, but I'm a little excited because there's potential. But before we start giving opinions, let's actually talk about what we learned about it.
Sure.
Because I have this beautiful, like, all bulleted points here. We know it's on the Nintendo 3DS. It's not on the Switch, which made me instantly salty because all the rumors said it was going to be Pokemon Stars and it was going to be on the Switch. It is going to be. It basically looks like Black 2 and White 2, but with Sun and Moon. It's got the same concept of the legendary Pokemon fusing with another Pokemon that you meet late game. This time, Solgaleo and Lunala are going to be fusing with Necrozma, which sounds like nonsense if you don't know your Pokemon. But it basically looks just like with the Kyurem fusions in Black 2 and White 2. And it's going to be featuring a new storyline. We don't know if that means it's going to be like set in the future like it was with Black 2 and White 2 yet, but apparently it is going to be all new. So if you like the story in Sun and Moon, I guess you have something to look forward to there. It's still going to be in Alola. What was that, Mike?
I was reading the chat real quick while we're talking about Pokemon. Mark Nowak's more like Pokemon Ultra Salt.
Yeah. The tweets have been real about that. People are very opinionated. Some people are saying get over it. Some people are saying what the hell is this? But for better or for worse, it's what we're getting. So I guess we just have to suck it up and deal with it. I don't know. I would have been more excited for something new, but
I would have been more excited for if they would, honestly, if they would have just called it Pokemon 2 or Pokemon Ultra instead of Ultra, called it
Pokemon 2.
I don't know what I'm trying to fucking say here. Pokemon Sun and Moon 2. Then I would have been more excited because I was excited for Black and White 2. I don't know what the distinction is there in my head, but maybe I'm just crazy.
Well, and I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed that we seem to have abandoned the idea of, Crystal and Emerald and stuff, and we've gone from just having one, definitive version to just sequel games. I realize that you can sell more that way because now there's 2 more games for people to buy, but I kind of miss those, definitive games that just did a lot to, increase the content as opposed to just furthering the story.
Weren't we all expecting Pokemon Z to come out last year? And especially since the anime is called Pokemon XYZ, it's like, okay, where's the coinciding game.
Well, and it's funny you say that.
It seems like Nintendo and like 4Kids and all them didn't talk to each other before they planned this shit out.
Well, and it's funny that you talk about Pokemon Z because me and Mike have kind of like game theoried that Pokemon Sun and Moon kind of plays off of that whole Z element. It heavily features Zygarde. You use Z crystals. Oh yeah, and Steve. Sorry, Steve. but
I was there too.
But Pokemon Sun and Moon has a lot of stuff with Zygarde and with the the Z crystals and everything. So it kind of feels like Sun and Moon were almost like continuation games, and now we've got continuations of those continuations. It's just kind of wacky. Mm-hmm. But anyway, back to the news, because otherwise we're going to be here all night talking Pokemon. It's going to take place in Alola again, but kind of like Black 2 and White 2, there's going to be new areas to go to, new things to see. There's apparently a big Pikachu-heavy thing. There's I guess it's called a Pikachu caravan, and you can just go, like, have fun with a bunch of Pikachus. I saw Mimikyu's getting a new move, too, which looks pretty cool, so I like that.
Sign me up. I love my Pikachu.
Yeah, Steve is our resident.
I'd love to get a Pikachu as well.
There's also going to be apparently more cinematic elements. I don't know if I could confirm that from what I saw, but that's what the article says. So maybe that's possible.
From what I saw in the direct, and I watched it live, there were a lot of cutscenes that showed off in the trailer. Like even the Z moves, like they look like just the trainer using the Z moves. It looked like a really high quality cutscene. Like I couldn't tell if all of a sudden Nintendo or Game Freak decided to make the cutscenes like the mid game cutscenes like super high quality, or if like they just happen to use a pre-recorded cutscene that they use every now and then in the trailer for some reason. Like I couldn't tell, but hopefully they upgraded the graphics in the cutscenes a little bit.
Yeah. That would be nice, because a lot of the Z moves that weren't like specialized for certain Pokemon had really weird, kind of janky things.
Like the super tackle or whatever it was, like the rough.
They just kind of like stand there and run.
Yeah.
I never noticed that.
Now we've also got we've got Solgaleo and Lunala getting fused with Necrozma. There are, I guess, hopes and speculations that maybe we'll get to see more Alolan Pokemon. There weren't any confirmations of that. I know I want it, because I felt like we kind of got shafted with the whole Alolan thing. There were a few, but there wasn't like nearly enough to satisfy.
There were 10 forms of Alolan Pokemon, like 10 evolution lines.
Yeah, so I'm hoping for that. I'd even take more Mega Evolutions at this point, just like something newer than just a couple of legendaries, because I know most of us don't really get that hyped over the legendary stuff. But anything that I missed there about Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? Anything I didn't talk about?
I think that's relatively it for Sun and Moon. Yeah. They kind of just did that in their direct, because like it was mostly about the next piece of Pokemon news, which was Pokken Tournament Deluxe, because all of a sudden every Switch game that gets a port from Wii U has to have a DX on it.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Before we jump into that, though, did anybody have any opinions that they didn't get to talk about with Sun and Moon? Because I feel like it was kind of just me and Mike talking the whole time.
Well, I didn't even give any opinions, because I thought we were gonna wait till the end of the Pokemon talk. But
I've been telling Sun and Moon, so I'm out.
But what I've been saying, even to my buddy today, like Pokemon seems to be the only remaining IP that Nintendo has where they just do refuse to use DLC in any fashion. Like really, there's no reason that Pokemon Sun and Moon, which came out last year, couldn't have had like a shop button or a shop menu on the bottom of like the main menu when you started the game up, where you could buy like future DLC and like future stories and things like that.
Like Fire Emblem.
Yeah, like granted, it wouldn't be as heavily used because, like, the whole point of Pokemon is to tell one story and to create like a competitive Pokemon world and stuff. So it wouldn't be like every month, oh, here's some new DLC. But what they could do is, immediately start working on like a extended story, or like add some post game content after a while, like maybe a Battle Frontier. Good idea. But instead, what we're getting is an alternate storyline, quote unquote. Which, when I saw the direct, I thought they meant, oh, instead of Sun and Moon, now you're getting Moon and Sun. Here, alternate storyline. Here you go. But apparently, it's a future. It takes place in the future. But like, no cookie yet. I'm just still coughing sarcastically. But
okay.
But really, they're going to give us a $40 game, which is part 2 of a story that we got, which is already complete. But we could just get a $20 DLC edition. There's no need for this to be still a thing. Granted, I want a new Pokemon game all the time. I love Pokemon, and I still will after this. I'll probably end up getting Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Ultra Stars, Ultra Eclipse, Ultra Red Dwarf.
But I need to ask you a question then, Mike. You say that we only need you say we only need a $20 version. Which version of this are you going to buy? Lucas, same question.
I'll probably get Sun just because I have Sun and Moon. I played Sun first. I played it to completion. I put 10 hours into Moon.
I'll probably get Ultra Sun then, because that's the one I've completed to completion.
But yeah, I kind of want to continue off in the same game, and I didn't really love the day and night mechanic in Moon.
My point that I'm making is, even though they could have sold us a $20 game, 3 of us are still buying a $40 game, at least one.
Yeah, well, of course.
So I'm only buying it because I'm buying it for 2 reasons. 2 reasons I'm buying it. 1, because I'm stupid. 2, because I want to play Pokemon and I'm hoping for something better. In terms of Pokemon wise, because I hope this time around hey, Alola will be better and they got some kind of post game content. It's just frustrating to me how they're stagnant with their ideas. And I amend this and I add on to this point by saying we're getting a whole new Pokken game for the Switch, which not to steal Lucas's hype here for telling the news, but we're getting a new Pokken game on Switch, which is a port of the Wii U game, which is a port of an arcade game that still uses the Wii U's arcade pad, which is just a USB drive, which tells me that we really could have had DLC and all this shit put on the Wii U version. But they wanted to make a whole new game so they can get another $60 off you.
Well, I think part of that is it probably wasn't worth the effort to port all that stuff over to a system that nobody had and a version of the game that nobody had bought.
Well,
people bought Pokken, but who's to say it's going to be worth it now?
Well, why don't we switch over then to Pokken, because it seems like we've kind of graduated to that way anyway. Sure. For anybody who wasn't paying attention to Mike 10 seconds ago, yes, we're getting Pokken on the Switch, and it's going to be called Pokken Tournament DX.
And you I guess me.
Yeah, really? Yeah, that was your guess, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was Pokken for the Switch with all the new stuff from the arcade version, and that's pretty much what we're getting.
Yep, and actually, if you look at the live stream, I just put on the bingo card on the live stream, so you can look on that if you are a live stream viewer, I suppose.
Ta-da!
I'm not sure if other people kind of feel the same way that I do about this, but I've kind of got the same lukewarm reaction to this news that I do about Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I mean, it's great. I mean, more characters are going to be fun, and getting to play it on the new best system ever is going to be fun. But it's a game I've played before. It's not like it's a brand new experience that I've really been hoping for. That being said, apparently, and I know nearly nothing about this, so feel free to jump in here, but apparently the Hori special Pokemon tournament controller from the Wii U that Mike was talking about is going to be compatible with this game. So,
though that raises some interesting questions.
That. How is it compatible?
Well,
because it uses the USB port. So
only in docked mode is it compatible then, right? I guess that's the only way that would work.
Well, is it not a USB-C? Because I would think you could just plug it into the bottom of your Switch.
If not,
maybe they'll sell a converter or something that you can use.
I hope not.
So just to clarify, the Pokken controller was not wireless or connected to the Wii remote?
No.
Okay.
It was connected directly to the Wii U via USB-B.
Well, then that negates my argument of why can't we use our Pro controllers from the Wii U on the Switch.
There you go.
Well, judging by the firmware update by that controller company that you just recently bought a controller from, it's probably possible.
Well, yeah, because this is the 8-bit do is just 8-bit do, whatever, however you say it, is just Bluetooth. So
yeah.
See, the The issue with that, though, is a lot of people that like to use these wireless controllers, from my understanding, use them because they're they use the Pro controllers or the Fight Sticks or whatever they are because they're wired and there's no lag. So if you're just going to convert that to wireless, what's the point in their eyes?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is why when you play competitive Pokemon or Smash, you don't see any wireless controllers anymore.
Yeah, right. No, that was...
Which is why they made the Fight Stick to begin with.
That was actually a really good point, Steve. I mean, most people who own the Hori gamepad are probably going to be playing wired anyway, so it's not really an issue.
Yeah, that.
I mean, I could give a shit less. Difference. I don't play competitively, so.
Well, right, and again, the response time for Bluetooth controllers is so quick that it's probably a negligible difference.
At least in all but the most.
Right, the game probably can't process fast enough to notice the difference.
Yeah, in all but the most.
It's negligible.
Tournament.
It's negligible if you're in a room with two people, but if you're in a stadium packed with people playing a competitive game,
that's true.
Yeah, that's gonna be an issue.
A lot of crosstalk.
Yeah, that's why that shit's wired. Okay, I'm done. I'm not interrupting anymore.
Well, that's pretty much it for Pokken. Yeah, there's going to be more characters, so look forward to that if you like Pokken. But the last little bit.
Wait, hold up. Isn't I know we're almost done, but new characters. It's every character from the arcade version and stage-wise are in this game now too, like Krogunk and Empoleon.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If anyone's been paying attention, aka Lucas or Steve. But is Decidueye in the arcade version, or is he a Switch exclusive character?
I'm pretty sure he might come to the arcade, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't in the arcade up to the point of this Direct's announcement.
As far as I know, that there was
Lucas is correct.
As far as I know, the 4 characters were from the arcade, and then the 1 extra one was the brand new one, right? Out of the 5 new characters.
That was my understanding too.
I would like to hope that this actually gives us the availability to maybe buy some more DLC characters in the future or get free updates or something. Like I'm hoping that the Switch version is a version that has enough people on it that, it can keep growing, because Pokken really is a game that felt a little hollow at the beginning, but I feel like the arcade version is a little more solid.
I had so much hope that they would really, because basically as soon as it came out on the Wii U over here, we knew that there were other characters and stages and stuff in the arcade version. So yeah, I'm like you. I was really hoping that I could, pay an extra $5-10 and get that stuff as DLC, and then just silence.
Yeah, I know. I kept waiting for a DLC pack to be revealed, and they never did anything. So I kind of expected a Switch launch at some point, but
the only exclusive that the Wii U even had was Dark Mewtwo and some other stuff, and after a while they just threw all that right onto the arcade anyway.
Yeah,
right.
Well, it sounds like Dark Mewtwo's back too.
Yeah.
Well.
Hey Steve, your audio's getting a little bad, so why don't you drop out of the call real quick and try jumping back in for us?
Okay, be right back.
And while Steve does that, we'll talk about the really boring news that came out of the Direct, which is Pokemon Gold and Silver is getting ported over to the 3DS Virtual Console. It comes out on September 22nd, and I think it's Justin's favorite bit of news.
It would be, except I already have Pokemon Heart Gold on DS, so it's kind of redundant.
Let me just say.
Except it would be, on my SD card whenever I wanted to play it. So
yeah, I just wanted to say Gold and Silver are like my favorite games, whether they're the remakes or not. And I think the sprite art in Gold and Silver, going back and playing them, is some of like the best sprite art I've ever seen in a game. Period. So
that's the stretch.
Oh no, I love it. I love not only like the way the sprites are laid out, the color choices, everything is just so beautiful in those games.
I don't know, Lucas. Phantom Hourglass is a lot better.
I was gonna go there before you got there, but I figured somebody would, so I just let it slide.
But there's
I will say it was a beautiful game for the time, and I honestly, one of the reasons Pokemon XY never really clicked with me is I don't like the tall, skinny anime characters. I like the little stumpy, cartoony characters that existed long before then. I think it worked. I think that aesthetic works better for the franchise.
X and Y were pretty stumpy, going back from Sun and Moon at least. I went into Oris the other day, and my character was this little scrunched up ball of 3D animation. So I don't know. Maybe it's all relative, but.
Yeah, it still wasn't. It's easier to justify a rock or a branch blocking your path when the rock and the person are the same size.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
I guess the only other important thing to add on to this conversation is that you're going to be able to transfer the Pokemon from Gold and Silver with Pokemon Bank like you could before, all the way through Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which officially makes it that now you can get Pokemon from every generation in the most recent version of the game. There's now no cutoff from old Pokemon games to new Pokemon games.
And something cool to note on that, all those Pokemon have their hidden abilities when they're brought over.
Yes. You were telling me about that the other night, which is actually really cool. So if you want to get a certain Pokemon with a certain hidden ability, now it's really easy to get a Gen 1 or Gen 2 one.
Like Lugia and Ho-Oh. Those two are very difficult normally to get their hidden abilities with.
Yeah.
But they can be got just by finishing the Virtual Console games now.
And assuming that they don't get rid of it in the port, you should be able to get a really good chance of getting a shiny baby Pokemon. Because if I remember right, the odds were 1 in 8 that the egg you get from the daycare...
Wasn't it?
I thought it was in all 3 games. Oh, well, Crystal was the first game in color, wasn't it? Maybe not.
Well, it
was the first color exclusive.
Yes,
Gold and Silver could play on the black and white ones, but was optimized for color. Crystal was color only.
There we go.
Well, if it's just in Crystal, then I guess it's not no point. But if not, then that's a thing.
I know they're already on a tangent, but do you guys remember in Crystal when they were gonna include? Maybe they actually released it in Japan, but that accessory that can connect to your cell phone so you can play games on.
Oh yeah. That was Japan. The Pokemon thing. That's how you got the GS ball in Japan, which means you got Celebi.
Yeah.
The crazy stuff that Nintendo of Japan came out with.
Yeah.
Right. Before we move out of Pokemon, I want to throw out, we didn't mention any release dates from what I remember. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon come out November 17th. Pokken and Gold and Silver come out on these Switch and 3DS respectively on September 22nd.
And we actually do have one more Pokemon topic to talk about before we completely get out of this, but...
Yeah, but Lucas, I want to ask you, Lucas, if I can
more
English. Lucas, I want to ask you, if you didn't do your Infendo Radio Nuzlocke challenge on Pokemon Gold and Silver on your phone, not too long ago, would you still feel as melancholy about this announcement? Are you burnt out from Gold and Silver at all because you just played them? Do you think? Or
I'm not.
Is it just another thing for you, Virtual Console? I really don't.
Yeah, no, I'm not burnt out by it at all. It's just I really don't care that much about getting hidden ability Pokemon, and that's really the only boon I can see. Otherwise, I can just emulate it on my cell phone. So
because I even said the same thing for me. I'm not caring about that, but Gold and Silver are my favorite Pokemon games ever, and my favorite Game Boy games ever for many reasons. I can't list all in this one podcast, but. Yeah. But I just don't have this immense urge right now to be oh my god, I really want this.
It's like when Pokemon Red and Yellow and Blue came out. I got Yellow and I got Red, and I barely played either of them because hey, I still have all these games and I play them all the time. It's not that I'm really burnt out on them. It's just that I don't really need to buy them.
Sure.
Yeah, I got into the hype, and I really felt the hype when I went onto the eShop and I heard the Red and Blue and Yellow opening music and stuff in the eShop. And I'll probably feel the same way when I go on my 3DS eShop if I ever go back on there again when Gold and Silver come back out. But I don't feel the need anymore. I bought Red, Blue, and Yellow too, and I never beat Yellow and never even played Red and Blue. So I'm probably gonna skip this one if I'm smart. If I'm smart, I've already said I'm an idiot. So who the hell knows how this is going to go?
I'm not smart. I'm buying them both day one.
Sure.
Of course.
Well, Lucas, why don't you lead us to the final little bit of Pokemon news?
It's not super exciting, but Pokemon Go is having its one year anniversary and 750 million global downloads if you're into that. So
how many of those downloads are still playing the game?
Well, see, that's my thing. But there's going to be a new event. It's called the Solstice event. It starts June 13th, so it'll actually be starting right about the time this podcast comes out. And it's going to be featuring increased fire type and ice type Pokemon. And they also say huge experience point bonuses for throwing Pokeballs accuracy and discounted lucky eggs in the in-game shop. Soon thereafter, you can look forward to a new update focused on collaborative group gameplay that will get you playing Pokemon Go in fun new ways. And in preparation for that, They're closing down the gyms.
New way of playing Pokemon Go, actually loading up the game.
Yeah. But the downside to all that is if you do play Pokemon Go, yeah, you're not going to be able to play in a gym for a while. So it sounds like it's going to be gym-based, whatever it is they're working on. I'm sure if you play Pokemon Go, you probably already have an inkling of what it is. But I guess the only other thing is if any of our listeners are in Chicago, there's going to be a Pokemon Go Fest in the area. And I guess it's basically just going to be a ton of people catching Pokemon and looking at their phones and getting hit by cars. So that's the thing.
So side note about that event, I follow a few things like on Reddit and stuff, and one of the things that was trending is that because of the Chicago event, there's just like a ton of Pokemon Go spoofers in Chicago right now. So maybe it's not such a bad thing that the gyms are going to be closed for a little bit.
Maybe.
Probably, yeah.
I guess the last thing would be that Japan is getting a Pikachu outbreak, which is like I guess it's like an escape the room game. So if you're into that kind of thing and you live in Japan, I don't know why you're listening to us because you live in Japan. But if you do and you love us that much,
we have a fan in Singapore.
That's true.
About that. Like, I get the Zelda escape room because that's kind of what you do in Zelda games. I don't get how that can be implemented into Pokemon, or Pokemon can be implemented into.
You go to Japan and tell me all about it because I want to find out, but I can't go.
I mean, I hate to say it, but you can basically morph anything into something like that. You could say like, oh, you're in a haunted house and you're with Pikachu and you have to get out before the Gengars and the Haunters get you, or something. Like you could make anything.
You're in a Pokemon gym and you got to solve the riddle to get to the gym leader before anybody else does.
You could turn it into like Blaine's gym.
How about you roleplay as the Pokemon and you're actually trying to figure out how to escape out of the Pokeball?
And you have to dress up like a Pikachu.
Dude, forget Blaine's gym. Make it like fucking make it the fucking ice gym in Gold and Silver. Get the name of the town all of a sudden. I'm failing myself.
Blackthorn? No,
that was Claire.
I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, fucking Price's gym.
That
fucking the gold, like Price's gym. All the ice, you have to like move around the ice and stuff. That was fun.
But anyway,
God, that sounds like a Zelda dungeon.
It kind of was.
It was actually.
Anyway, lots of mildly exciting news coming up if you're a Pokemon fan. Not all of it relevant to you, I guess, but it is kind of a Pokemon month, so enjoy that and look forward to Pokemon in the future.
Sure.
And that's all I've got.
Well, I guess
that's all I have to say about that.
I guess that's the Pokemon half hour for you. So, but yeah, we did it. We got out of the Pokemon section. So let's move on, guys. There was a lot of news this week.
We earned our hashtag.
Yeah.
Hey, wait! Before we move on, can I do something real quick? I want to give a shout out to somebody because I had like a thing on Twitter earlier that happened.
Yeah, hit it.
Lucas, can you do me a favor, Lucas? Can you take your headphones out for like 90 seconds so you don't hear anything I'm gonna say?
Oh, this is about the gift. Okay, yeah, just scream real loud when you're ready for me, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to give a shout out to I don't know if it's pronounced Ginder Factory or Ginger Factory or whatever, but what they do is like they make things like other like big name franchises and stuff, but what I'm talking about right now is I bought Lucas some stuff from Monster Hunter because we all like to play Monster Hunter. I bought him a t-shirt and some stickers and stuff. It's some cool shit, but and I bought it for him last week and I haven't got anything about like a shipping email yet. So I asked them on Twitter, I'm like, hey, what's going on? And they got right back to me and like they didn't like Twitter and my order email aren't the same. So all of a sudden the guy, whoever had the generosity to answer my tweet, looked up my order by my last name, found my order, and told me, "Oh, your order's coming on Tuesday," and it told me to ship on Tuesday. And
that's awesome.
By the way, you picked a really rare item, and no one really ever wants that. But we think it looks really cool with like your combination of your color that you picked for the background and stuff. And I'm like, that's really nice. And I'm like, hey, and they had a really nice conversation with me. They really helped me out on what I was trying to understand.
And it was fast too. It was just like back-to-back responses.
I'm
Twitter today
into the chat.
Super quick.
You should stop
But
Here I come. Headphones
it's not been 90 seconds yet, Lucas. Go away. Give me another. But anyway, they have if you're interested in Monster Hunter or any other kind of big franchise that they have, they partnered with Capcom right now, so they're an official apparel company for them. So if you were interested in anything like that, like cool T-shirts or cool posters or whatever, they have some really cool designs on there. It's a Ginder Factory, GINDER Factory.com, and you can buy some cool shit there. And just want to give them a shout out because when you have really good quality customer service like that, you deserve to have people know about you. So yeah, cool. Okay, yeah. I'm done.
Awesome.
Lucas, where you be?
Hi, Lucas. Are you back?
I'm back.
Yeah.
Hi. What's up?
He's back now.
All right. So
sorry, Lucas.
We're back with some more news. Steve, why don't you take this next news topic since you were dying to talk about it, I guess.
Well, I don't know if dying's the word I'm looking for. I just haven't complained about anything all week.
Yes.
Okay, so there was, I think it was Hori.
Yep.
How you say that name?
I am not.
So they released kind of a little schematic of how their new headset hooks up with the smartphone app and the Switch. And it is a nightmare. And the only reason I say that is, so you have your headset, you have your phone, and you have your Switch. That's 3 devices, 3 headphone jacks. So on one end, you've got your headset that plugs into the one end, and then it kind of goes into this little Y-jack looking thing, and then it's got 2 headphone ports on the other side, so one goes to your phone, one goes to your Switch. So so it works great in handheld mode. Problem is how in the hell is that going to work when your Switch is connected to your TV?
Not even that, but that just looks like hell playing, period.
Yeah.
And my other issue is, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I guess I do a little bit because I play Monster Hunter with Mike and Lucas while we Skype. So I've got just this mess of wires because I've got my iPad there for Skype, and then I've got my headphones and all that stuff. So I'm kind of used to it, but the average user is used to, you plug a wireless headset into your system or even a Bluetooth headset to your PlayStation Vita or something like that.
Or just some earbuds into the headphone jack, even with
Yeah.
a microphone.
Yeah,
I usually
one thing.
Not to mention the wires are super fucking short.
Sure.
Well, but that's the thing, is it doesn't show how short they are. The one on our show notes.
They mentioned how short they are though somewhere. I forget where. They talked about they're like not even. I forget what.
Not long enough to play with the Switch behind your TV. Let's just say.
So let me ask a quick question.
Go ahead.
Does that mean that the way the Switch is built, we'll never be able to, you can't firmware patch that and all of a sudden have voice chat?
So
the Switch is just not built to handle voice chat?
Yeah, so here's the thing. You could, it would take a huge firmware patch, right, for there to be voice chat at the system level and,
right.
grouping up at the system level. But what it sounds like is Nintendo is trying to offload all that stuff to the app, which I'm not sure really benefits anybody.
Well, there's a reason that I heard somewhere else on why they may be doing that.
Well, why don't you hit me with that?
I was gonna say I have an idea about that, but go ahead.
Well, let's hear your idea. Let's hear your idea, and then I'll tell you what mine was, and they may be the same.
Well, the way I figured it is, if they link it to your phone rather than the system itself, you can voice chat on the go.
Well,
whereas, if you're out in the park, then you probably don't have an internet connection.
Here's the thing. Why would you be trying to voice chat if you don't have an internet connection to begin with?
Because you're getting the internet connection off of your phone.
Well,
you're doing everything together.
Okay, but
who's going to do that?
They haven't said that you can play games from your phone now, Justin. That's not a thing that they've said. You can't you can't tether your phone and get internet that way.
And even if you could,
I thought that's how the online play on the go was going to work. Was the app was not only going to be your chat, but also your matchmaking.
It may be,
but even
go ahead.
It is.
Well, I was just going to say, even if you could do that, who wants to waste all that mobile data playing games on the go?
Sure.
Well, hold up. The guys over at IGN have actually tested this, and you can play Switch games on a phone wireless connection. It uses an insane amount of data,
right?
And it's very laggy, so it's not optimal.
And let's also remember that IGN is located in San Francisco, so they also have like the best internet in the country, pretty much.
Right.
You know, so it's not going to work the same for everybody. Results may vary.
Their idea behind it, and I give them full credit for this, because they're very smart, and they've been doing this for years. But their idea was to offload the processing power and the battery loss onto your phone instead.
That too.
That way your Switch isn't trying to do as much. And to answer whoever else's question, it was the Switch has the hardware to connect a headset directly to the Switch and voice chat through it. It's a software thing that's not allowing it to do it right now.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay. Well, that's positive news.
Here's one more complication to that equation, and then I'll let you talk, Eugene, I promise.
Yeah.
If you try to buy a headset extender, if you try and buy a headset extender to that, it needs to have 3 stripes on it, one for left, one for right, one for microphone, or it will shut down the microphone on it. So you can't even go to like Radio Shack and buy a headphone adapter. Or extender, sorry.
That's weird.
You can get those, they're not completely unheard of. Yeah, but that was actually the part about trying to unload the processing power. That's one of the reasons why I usually use Skype for my voice chat anyway, because I'm really usually only talking to the people I know anyway, and that way I'm not, using up like Nintendo's bandwidth to play a game and talk at the same time. I'm, using my computer or usually my phone actually to do it.
Sure. Well, and I figure with how cumbersome this is, that's probably how people are gonna do it anyways. Just load up Skype or Hangouts or Discord or any other number of better voice solutions.
Which brings me to a question.
Which fixes Nintendo's "Hey, we don't want you talking to people you don't know" problem, because then it's out of their.
It's pretty difficult.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and here's my question though. We know we're gonna have to pay for online. No big deal. It's only $20 a year. Are we going to be able to play online and actually use Skype at the same time? Or is it going to be required that you use the cell phone app in order to play online after that becomes a thing?
I don't know how they can stop you from using Skype.
Yeah.
They could stop you from matchmaking using your phone, using the lack of you using an app or something.
Yeah, see, this is I have so many questions that I'd like answered. I mean, we're obviously we're like more than a year out now, apparently, because we got a delay in addition to this. But yeah, so there's a lot of questions that remain to be answered, and I don't even think Nintendo really knows, to be honest with you. So it's
that's probably why it got delayed.
Yeah, it's a shitty solution right now, honestly. Like, we sound like a bunch of Nintendo apologists, but come on, guys, this is not good news. I mean, I don't care if it offloads processor power or anything like that. Like, how can this be anything but bad? Like, it's a cumbersome solution for a problem that didn't need to be solved.
If you wanted us to not sound like Nintendo apologists, I would have said something. I've been keeping quiet because I don't want to sound like an asshole.
I don't care. I want to sound like one. I haven't complained all week.
I think this is a fucking pathetic idea on the part.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, I mean, and okay, the only idea we have right now is Hori is doing stuff for Nintendo, cool, and they're making a Splatoon headset right now, like an adapter, cool. It looks cool, but the problem is for me is the fact that none of this shit needs to fucking exist. Like, I don't want. Like, when I think of all this stuff, I look at the diagram they gave us. It reminds me of like that 1980s like magazine ad where fucking with the Game Boy, the Super Game Boy, the headset, like the fucking big ass speaker on it, all the fucking adapters on it, and all the wires running around. It's like, we don't need this shit. This is 2017, 2018, where Like, I can go on Skype on my phone and talk to Lucas with a really shitty microphone, but I digress. And I can talk to Lucas while we're playing shit, and then fucking I can go on my computer and fucking talk to all y'all and do a podcast and have one wire for my headphones.
Yeah.
And while I'm playing fucking my 3DS, and like I don't need these wires, man. And it's just, and there's no reason for a fucking adapter to plug into your phone and the Switch. Like, okay, the only reason they're even doing that is because like that way you can have your audio from the game and the audio from the voice chat in one headset. I don't need that. Like, just give me like a fucking adapter, I guess, for the fucking headset and the phone if I need to.
Yeah.
Like don't make me have this big plug. Like I don't care. Like I'm playing. I'm sorry, Eugene. I'm not trying to be a dick right now. But I haven't said anything. I haven't said shit, and I'm trying to get this out before I forget about it again. I keep forgetting what I was trying to say over and over.
It's like a tea kettle over here ready to explode.
I know. Trust me. But like I'm almost losing it. I'm gonna forget. Fucking no. When I'm playing Monster Hunter or Mario Kart or Tetris or Bomberman or whatever, and I'm talking to someone on Skype or whatever I'm using or a phone call, I don't hear the game very often. Like, if anything, I'll have Monster Hunter on a very low volume. I want to hear like how the monster's moving around and stuff, or like I want to hear something minuscule. But the volume of the game isn't my thing. I want to hear who I'm talking to.
Right.
Like I don't fucking care that Splatoon has an amazing soundtrack, and it's going to have an amazing soundtrack in Splatoon 2. I just want to talk to the fuckers I'm talking to. I'll be able to plan where we're going and have a good match and get done. So I don't need this big fat triangle squid phallic looking adapter that plugs 3 holes into it.
Right.
Like, it's just too much, and I wish Nintendo would grow the fuck up and not and not think this is a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, guys, on the Wii U, for Christ's sakes, I can plug in my headphones and voice chat. Like, come on, like
you don't even need to. The fucking gamepad has a microphone in it. It's terrible.
Right.
You can use it.
Sure, but I'm saying like on their
Mike was doing that last night playing a game.
on their previous
Yeah,
generation console, you could do it. Like, I don't care what kind of engineering it takes, figure it out. Like, that's not our problem as a consumer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And let's take a step back.
Vita.
Let's take it a step back. The Wii had microphone support with the Wii Speak. Terrible device, but it worked.
Right.
Terrible device, but it worked. The Wii U had a microphone built right into the gamepad. Very low quality, but it worked enough to get things going. And like hell, Lucas and I are inadvertently, unintentionally using the microphone last night while we were playing Minecraft on the Wii U, waiting for Steve to get home.
Wait,
Fucking
you were using
all of a sudden-
the Wii Speak? Is that what you just said?
No, the microphone on the Wii U.
The Wii U
okay.
gamepad.
I got lost. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's right.
Anywho.
And then like all of a sudden we went from having one shitty $20 microphone adapter that plugs into your console to having a microphone in the main controller itself to all of a sudden having a plug with 3 different cords coming out of it
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
that plug into your phone, your console, and your headphones. Where do we go wrong here? Like, who the fuck?
Yeah. So like
we need to bring back Iwata and have him fix it for us.
Oh God.
Iwata.
Oh no.
Iwata, I thought, right? Isn't that the correct pronunciation?
It is.
It's Iwata.
Iwata?
Because I hate you. I hate you all. I'm leaving the show. Fuck you. Die in a fire.
I want to piss you off more, but it's way too easy to do it.
I kind of want to move on to the next topic.
Yeah, let's get out of this voice chat bullshit because I am just getting angrier by the second. Like, honestly, Nintendo, I know you're listening because we're the #1 Nintendo podcast on the planet, so fix that shit. All right.
These 7 people.
So, in related news, Nintendo also talked about their plans for online, and sneakily decided to delay it until 2018. But some of the good news in it is apparently, so the game collection is now looking like it may be more like a Netflix style service. So before they were saying that the game would be available for a month, so like you'd be able to play Balloon Fight for a month, and then the next month you'd be able to play Mario 3. But now it's looking more like there's going to be like a library of games to choose from, and that sounds okay to me. And on top of that, they announced that there's going to be eShop deals included with it. There's going to be online lobby and voice chat app, which we previously discussed. And then there's going to be online gameplay. And then online gameplay is going to be free until the online officially launches in 2018. So, kind of a lot to go on here. It's going to be $20 a year. As far as the pricing goes, that I'm okay with the price. Like that's way cheaper than what I pay for Xbox right now. So
right.
What do you guys?
$20 is like $20 is a godsend. I just got $20 today to help my best friend fucking move a damn cabinet into his house. I just got free Switch internet for a year.
Right? Yeah, the price is definitely nothing to complain about.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, most game systems just charge you for having internet, period. At least they're trying to kind of comp it by saying, like, here's a couple of things you can do with it. Here's some games you can play every month, you know? Sure. I like it. I mean, it sucks that we have to start paying, but it also kind of makes sense, you know? I mean, every other game system charges for it. So.
And look at the stuff we're getting for paying, though, you know? Like, it's not, I mean, in a perfect world, we wouldn't have to pay for anything, like, online service-based. But, like, this is, like, we're getting, like, online servers on the games that never had online before, and we're getting, like, a library of titles, which I'm not happy about. But it's worth $20. I mean, I wish you didn't have to, but it's worth it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and for what it's worth, Sony and Microsoft both have really good online infrastructures, and a lot of that is probably because their stuff is paid for.
Right.
So if we start paying for Switch Online, there's a strong possibility that could greatly improve the online that everybody's been bitching about for however many years now. Since
all of a sudden they rake in $20 million from online. All of a sudden, all of a sudden the idiots at Nintendo know how to make an online server.
Yeah, it's like
all of a sudden the idiots at Nintendo have the money to spend on online servers.
Well, that's a fair point. Now they'll have. Go ahead, Justin. I
would say I don't know how many of you remember when Xbox Live first came online in 2002, but I remember. Yeah, I had an Xbox. I remember playing, Halo 2, and like they gave you, of course, they gave you your free sample, like a month or 3 months or something free, and then after that, I'm like, yeah, this is definitely worth paying. At the time, it was $50 a year for because it was that good. Yeah, $50 a year in 2002 money. That's like 70 some odd $80 now.
Right. Well, yeah, and like to your point, Justin, and also Steve's point, yeah, hopefully they can put some of this money into engineering the voice chat into the Switch operating system, and then maybe it'll just be at the system level, and we'll have to fuck with the app, and the app will just be like an addition, and we can just use it if we want to, but I ain't holding my breath for none of that shit. I don't know. So yeah, what else do you guys make of this online stuff? The only other thing I kind of wanted to hit on it that interested me is that there is going to be Nintendo eShop deals, whatever that means. Like, does that mean that we're going to maybe get like discounts on new games on the eShop? Maybe like maybe a $5 discount or something for a digital copy. I mean, that would be kind of cool or something. I don't know if that's what's in the cards, but
might be interesting. I don't know if it's necessarily related to what we're talking about, but I'm kind of hoping we start to see some integration with our Nintendo Network IDs and maybe not having to pay full price when we upgrade to a new system anymore.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Like the next time I buy Mario 3 or Super Mario World, I'd rather not pay $8 for it if I could pay like $2 because I own it on like 3 other systems.
Yeah, or pay nothing because
you own it on 3 systems. Rewards on my Nintendo.
Well, and I understand the idea of maybe paying something just because you are getting it on a new system.
Sure.
But that should just be like what they did with the Wii U, where you had like an upgrade fee. You don't need to pay for a full game if you already.
Right.
And I know going back to the Xbox service, I mean, I know this is apples and oranges here, but with that, like I just recently downloaded a whole bunch of Xbox Live games that I had played on the Xbox 360 because they added them to backwards compatible, and since I already paid for them, I can just download them for free. So I'm hoping that at least with Nintendo's next system, that will be the case,
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Hell, I use... Go ahead.
No, I'm going to add on to something else. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just going to say I use video game services. Granted, they're smaller services where you can just get like a free game every month, like a full-length game that they just give out for free. I think that's amazing, you know, things that actually make you want to buy into their online services, you know. I think Nintendo's kind of got a niche in that they've got a really loyal support base, but it would be nice to see them start doing things that, you know, are really, really amazing. Or sales like they do on Steam, something to make it a little bit more agreeable, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Okay,
Right.
so let's
Hey, Eugene, what's up? How you doing?
Go ahead.
Anyway, I was gonna add on. Did we ever mention that the fact that while the full online doesn't come till 2018, the limited, like the demo of the online we're getting comes out still in the summer of this year, and we have an extended demo until 2018. And a limited version of the smartphone app also comes out in the summer.
Oh,
so
sure.
Cool.
I guess we kind of sort of included that when we were talking about the headset, because you're gonna have to connect to that app when that comes out for
right.
It's good to bring that up for sure. Yeah, that's coming out in the summer, and it'll be
in the summer that comes out. Like my big complaint right now is right now all they talked about is NES games, which is cool. Like they mentioned like Mario 3. A balloon fight, and Dr. Mario specifically. And when asked about Super Nintendo games, they said, you know, we are considering it, but nothing has even been discussed, now or announced or whatever. Like there's no progress being made on that. What that statement in itself makes me worry about is for like the first year, all we're getting is NES games with online play, and I do not need another library of NES games.
Yeah, like there aren't that many of those that you want to like come back to frequently.
Yeah,
no, like it reminds me of a story of years and years ago when I had an NES emulator on my computer, and I was in a forum of people trying to like get the online play to work on this emulator, and I found some random person to play with, and he had all these games. We had all these games. We had like every NES game to play. Like I didn't know any games I wanted to play, so I'm like, oh hey, let's play Family Feud. Like let's play Wheel of Fortune. Let's play the worst fucking games. Like I don't have an urge to play Balloon Fight online or Ice Climber online or Mario 3 online. Like it's cool to have, and it's a really nice way to advertise what your Switch can do with old games. But like the fact that they're not even discussing SNES games or higher yet, it just scares me because like you know, I really want Super Nintendo games so I can finally play them for the first time because I never had a Super Nintendo. I missed that whole generation, and I can also play them online with people who have played them, like Eugene and Justin and Lucas and Steve, and Mark and Heather and Mike and Roosevelt and all them motherfuckers.
Well, and especially you know, like N64 games have gotten so few releases. Like there's almost none on the Wii U. Obviously, there are none on the 3DS. And if there was a system that would definitely benefit from online play, it's the N64, because you have so many fantastic multiplayer games that, let's face it, none of us have friends who live nearby. So
I would die to play Mario Party 1, 2, or 3 with y'all, like online. That'd be so cool.
Oh my!
Hell, if they could somehow finagle Conker's Bad Fur Day, that had awesome multiplayer.
Sure,
it did. But like what they really need is they need GameCube games with online play. I'll say this over and over again. Nintendo, I will kick down your door. I will grab Reggie by the throat.
What are you talking about?
And I'll be like,
it was called Phantasy Star Online.
Okay. Yes, because you know buying the broadband adapter for that game and one other game really made the GameCube worth the online play.
And tunneling for Mario Kart.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
You can trick the system into playing it online.
I want to play, yes, you can. I want to play Double Dash online properly. I want to play Melee online properly. I want to play Pokemon Coliseum online properly. I want to play...
Now, question. And this is obviously getting off topic, but how would you do GameCube or N64, for that matter, multiplayer games online without completely changing the code? Because, you know, it's used to having all 4 people on the same TV screen. So now all of a sudden you have 4 player split screen, but the other 3 are not in the room with you, or do they?
Well, the same could be said about the same could be said about NES games. Granted, it'd be a lot easier to fix, but I mean, we're going to be getting Dr. Mario with online play on a system that didn't have online, so...
Yeah, but I mean, most NES games, there wasn't really the same type of competitive. I don't know. There wasn't really.
But Justin, I don't see the problem with them having like an N64 game with like 4-player split screen and 3 of the motherfuckers aren't even in the same room. I don't see a problem with that. Like the only problem is like maybe the game won't know if you're player 1, 2, or 3 or 4, but then your Joy-Cons can even set to like player 1, 2, 3, or 4, so it's not a big deal. Like they'll just know who and what designated slot they can go.
Guys, I hate to jump in here, but it's almost an hour and we're still talking about voice chat or internet. Do we want to maybe like finish up our news?
Okay, fine. I'm done. Happy, I'm done. I'm sorry.
All right, let's get out of the online weeds. Let's get out. We're going to move on, guys, and we're going to talk about Steve's topic. So, Steve, I forget which one you were going to hit. You were talking about...
Steve just did his topic.
Oh, that
I started this
topic. Okay, so then we're on...
That's how long it was!
Jesus.
Jeez, Eugene.
So let's go to Justin. God. Justin, you were going to be talking about the E3 presentation, I believe, right?
And luckily, there's really nothing to say about this one. So basically,
God, right?
Nintendo announced today that the date and time of the E3 presentation was it June 13th at
June 13th at noon Eastern time, which has always been known.
Noon, it's noon Eastern Standard Time. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. But and it's only going to be 25 minutes long as opposed to the usual hour-long one they've been doing the past few years. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm hoping that they're still going to do something cute and funny with it like they have the past couple of years, the Robot Chicken and the Muppets and all that stuff, because those are really the highlights of the E3 presentations. But I'm also not disappointed that they're cutting some of the fat off of it, because I just remember basically I would end up tuning out. I think one year I actually fell asleep during the presentation when it got into all the obscure Japanese games that nobody but 5 people had ever heard of or cared about, and save those for a direct after E3 or something.
It's funny because once again we completely disagree. Like, I actually liked the really long presentations, and as soon as they started doing the short digital shows, I lost interest.
See, I mean, I like the. Well, I mean, I'm sure they're still going to have like full stage, the Treehouse Live and all that.
Right? Yeah, they've already said that. Yeah.
So we're not losing the long, like day-long presentations. It's just the big budgeted event
show,
that they should.
But that's the thing. The Treehouse Live event for me is like I usually just skip it and catch up on the news afterwards. Like I enjoyed the stage shows. That's like my favorite part of E3. As soon as Nintendo stopped doing that, E3 got really boring for me.
Yeah, I can see the benefits and I can see the negatives of both sides of it. Like the spectacle of the stage show, don't get me wrong, it was like to die for. Like you would wait
like Miyamoto coming out with a sword and shield and like messing up the motion controls.
Yeah, I would say that was so many bombs over the years that I think they're just gun shy about it.
But and then sure, and then as for these directs also, they give them the opportunity to kind of just stay on topic, and then deliver their message exactly how they want it delivered.
I maybe it calls up to a problem that Nintendo already has with the whole Nintendo is such an inside company that most of the people watching the Nintendo Directs are going to be people who are interested in Nintendo products. That's fine. That's how it should be. But without a big stage show to get everybody's attention, you're missing out on that audience of people that might say, "Oh, that does look interesting. Maybe I will check that out." I don't know. It just kind of feels like it's all more of that, Nintendo is on the inside, and if you're not a Nintendo player, you don't know what's going on,
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, I think that's pretty much it on this news, but kind of tying into it is that Nintendo Versus Twitter account that opened up. I didn't hear about that until right now, so Mike, I think you're the one that added this on here. What was that one all about? It's just kind of talking about the competitive games that they're going to be releasing soon, like Splatoon and ARMS.
I wanted to talk about that because I seem to be the most competitive gamer for these games like Mario Kart, Smash, and stuff.
Sorry. Jeez.
But
I'm more competitive than you.
Why don't you take it for us, Mr. Competitive?
Fight me. Anyway, no.
Was that midnight?
Are we done? Are we good? Okay. Anyway, so when Nintendo has done for like years they've been doing tournaments at E3 now. This year they have a Splatoon 2 tournament, an ARMS tournament, and a Pokken DX tournament at E3. And I guess to culminate all the info and give updates and hype up all these tournaments as well as possibly future tournaments that Nintendo might have a hand in, like maybe Evo and Apex and stuff like that, they made a new Twitter account called Nintendo Versus. And this is all their competitive stuff going on, and really right now there's only been a few tweets that just came out like this afternoon, a couple of hours ago, at the time of this recording anyway, I mean. And it's basically just, hey, we're showing love for the competitive gaming. We're going to get in here. And I just wanted to bring this up because it's cool, but like a couple of days ago, there was a Super Smash Bros. Tournament at a theme park called Smash and Splash, or Splash and Smash, whatever. It's the third time they're doing that, and it's like a Smash Brothers Melee and Wii U and stuff like that. So all those big tournaments, like those two games are there. And my Melee idol, Hungrybox, he plays Jigglypuff in Melee, Jigglypuff in NES, and competitive Melee. He won a tournament, and when he got done getting a trophy, he gave a little speech, and he called out Nintendo for ignoring Smash. Like they host at Apex anymore. They do all that stuff. Like after Melee came out in like the first year or so, I mean not Melee, Smash 4. I'm sorry. Like after that came out and they had their big competitive hype for it, they've kind of just like not hyped it up as much anymore. They're not really giving it as much attention as like say Splatoon or ARMS and stuff. And understandably, these are new games and they're coming out and they gotta get their hype they deserve. But people are making money and like living off of these competitive Smash games anymore, and hopefully between that and this new account and them trying to still be on top of their competitive games that they've made, hopefully Nintendo Versus can be a start of an entire big old Nintendo competitive gaming scene, because like hell, even Blizzard supports their stuff. Like Sony has some stuff for their competitive gamers. Nintendo needs to get up on that shit. Sure. I don't know.
It creates a nice cycle of information, because Nintendo says, hey, this is our Twitter page if you're interested in competitive stuff, so people follow it, and then Nintendo gets to hear what the community is actually discussing and wants, and so Nintendo can respond, and it's really good PR for them to open up this door to communication.
Yeah, funnily enough, like one of the first tweets that Nintendo Versus came out with, like the entire responses was like, "Bring back Smash, support Smash." Like, oh, like you have room for another tournament? Put Smash in there, ha ha ha, like things like that. And I'm thinking they will have some kind of Smash related tournament at E3, and that is because falling into my next E3 story, Best Buy, because Best Buy is the pinnacle of information here. Best Buy has their E3 games coming out for pre-order and stuff, and like the Nintendo selection has things like Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and stuff. These things, games you can pre-order and other things like that, and ARMS. There's also at the moment, at the time we took a screenshot of it, 3 games for the Nintendo Switch that have no name or information on them. They just say Nintendo Switch to be revealed at E3. So we have 3 games come out we don't know about, and the story would end there if somebody didn't do some URL manipulation and coding around and found out that there were placeholder images before this that came up, and 2 of these 3 games were Super Smash Brothers and a thing called Pikmin World. And no one knows what Pikmin World is. That could be anything. Hopefully, it's like a cool, big, giant open world Pikmin game, because that would be amazing. And also, didn't we say something like that on our bingo card, or was that something we said after the fact? Back, I know one of us.
Eugene took the bingo card away from us.
Here, I'll put it back.
I know. Lucas and I talked about Pikmin open world for a while the other night.
Yeah, so, I would love it if it was a thing. I'm really hopeful, but the other thing is Smash, so that's cool.
Yeah, which I really hope
I just want more Smash.
I really hope that Smash for the Switch brings the 3DS exclusive levels because
that would be cool.
I mean, that's one.
It would.
What was the
There's no
game
reason
mode
why
that
it
was
can't.
on there too? The game mode that was. I thought that
Smash Run.
Yeah, that was way more fun than the stupid fucking what was that board game mode that we got on the Wii.
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, good point. I was gonna say something, I forgot.
Sorry, I interrupted you. My fault.
Well, no, I was gonna say something while you were talking and then forgot.
Did somebody apologize for interrupting on this podcast? What the hell?
Yeah, we're off our game.
Yeah.
Just talk.
But basically, the whole point of these two stories is like Nintendo is getting into their competitive side again, and they have more games coming out. And hopefully, one of them is Smash because people were clamoring. The minute they made Smash on 64, they opened up a box of like hungry gamers who want more and more of that, and they're never gonna get enough of it. And I wish the proposed leaks that somebody made for 4chan and stuff about Smash Brothers on the Switch were real, because those look pretty fucking good, but they're not real. So I'm hoping to see a Smash at E3 with 3DS stages, all new characters, some new characters, Banjo. Goku.
I want some Inklings. Give me some Inklings.
Right, that'd be cool. Inklings would be like real Inklings, not that fucking ugly ass Mii costume you can get.
Yeah, right.
But that's all I got for E3. I'm actually getting bored talking about it now, so let's cut that where we stand.
Yeah, in fact, let's cut out of the news entirely because I'm pretty sure that's it. We hit it all, guys. Only an hour or two, so shit. Let's move on, guys.
Hold on. The rumors just posted like a little while ago. I'm sorry. It's about Mario. I swear.
I remember what I was gonna say, but I'll say it during the break.
There's a rumors coming out that Mario Odyssey is releasing on November 17th. According to some GameStop employee, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 comes out.
Whose uncle works for Nintendo?
Yeah. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 comes out February 2018, and Mario Odyssey comes out November 17th. Is that true? Who knows? We'll find out in E3 in a couple days. But
that actually seems a bit late. I would think they'd want to do it a little, not quite so close to the holidays, but again,
it says holiday 2017. So I mean,
right? But holiday for like the gaming calendar begins late September. Anytime after mid-September is basically holiday for gaming because that's when you get your, Call of Duties and
all the big blockbuster games.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Anyway,
that's all I got for news.
So let's get out of the news, guys. We're gonna move on to Nintendo's. Steve is hosting this week, so that should be exciting. I'll have another opportunity to squander my way to another last place finish, but we'll see what happens.
Somebody's got to take my spot, Eugene. Someone's got to take my spot.
It's truth. Okay, so we're gonna take a break here, and we'll be right back.
What I was going to say was, I wish that Nintendo would include the HP mode in online Smash because that's one of my favorite modes. The one where you have
stamina mode. I love that.
Yeah, I love stamina mode, and I love the fact that when you lose, you just turn into a ragdoll that gets beaten around the stage. But
I love that. You can be like a projectile and block a hit with somebody. I love that shit.
Right, but yeah, stamina mode online. Do it, Nintendo.
Right. Well, because we are the #1 Nintendo podcast on the internet, so we know they're listening.
I started a change.org petition to get Justin a Switch, but then started asking for personal information, and I decided to say screw it.
Heather said something about starting to GoFundMe for Justin.
Yep.
I love how Justin gets. I love how Justin gets crowdfunding. But when Lucas and I didn't have a Switch and we were clamoring for someone to get one for us, like nothing happened.
Hey, that was before we
you guys have income.
Yeah.
No.
I am a stay-at-home dad.
Right.
I am the working.
The only income I have is when I'm drunk and I'm at a bar and some guy talks to me and I wake up in the morning with a really bad headache.
I am the working equivalent of a stay-at-home dad.
I like that. That might be...
Are we on break right now, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
we better be.
All right. My computer is going haywire. Justin, you know, how do I do that?
Do what?
What happened?
Eugene,
Steve,
just
hello.
Steve?
Where'd
can
you go?
you guys hear me?
Yes.
We do now.
Okay. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe if I start a new Audacity recording, that might help since I've been going for an hour and a half already.
Okay.
If I save the project as and then close it out and start a new one.
Yeah, so Steve,
that'll be fine.
What you do is, just start a new project, and then when you export, just export both the files and send them to me. Label one of them, like, what episode are we? 394 1,
394.
and then 394 part 2, and then I'll figure it out. But that means we'll have to sync up here after the break then.
Hooray, wasn't my fault this
we'll
time.
just have to. I really think it'll help. So I'm going to stop my recording. I haven't stopped yet. But I'm going to stop. I'm going to hit File, Save As, and then I'll just export both of them separately.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can export them after we're done recording. I used to do it during, and I'm like,
right.
So
Right.
it just takes too long.
Heather says that.
So let me just reset this real fast.
Heather says that if you're having a problem with computer issues, you can just hum the Nintendo tunes you want to play for us.
And you'll sound like a video game.
See, Heather, the problem is with that, Heather, is Steve is tone deaf. So he'll try to hum a song and it'll just be like,
Sound like Ned from South Park.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Well, while we're on break, I'm going to go give my girlfriend a kiss. I'll be right back.
Give her one for me, too.
That was both romantic and like the cheesiest thing I've ever heard.
if you think that's bad, you missed the one
You missed what Mike
we did. Demo show.
Last break.
Trust me. You don't even want to remember that, let alone me.
Okay, there it is.
I hope he doesn't kiss his girlfriend for 2 hours after we finish doing the podcast, like that one time where we were doing a test stream and then stayed up for 2 hours after.
Where we were waiting for him to like come join us.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I missed that one. But I heard about it.
Yeah, so did I. I missed it too. So, everyone in the chat, all three people.
Yes, just that game.
That's Tetris on the Game Boy.
No, it was actually Tetris on the N64.
That sounded really flamboyant all of a sudden.
I always sound flamboyant, dog. I got a high voice.
Hey.
Okay, and then Eugene, my microphone for Audacity should be voice meter output, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Good.
then the speaker.
I love how you.
All right. So.
I love how you kiss your girlfriend. All of a sudden, you're like, "I'm back."
Well, she demanded it, so
I am recording again whenever you're ready.
Okay. Why don't let's sync up. Let's do our claps, and then we'll get rolling again. So in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Jeez, I wasn't ready. You're overcompensating.
See, that's why we have the countdown, Justin.
Right, but he was like at 1 before my brain registered the 3.
Oh my god.
Steve, what are you at?
I love this show. 17 seconds, by the way.
17 seconds. I don't think I need anybody else's because we should all still be synced up. So.
Good.
Okay, so.
Yeah, and me because I'm shy.
So Steve, I'm gonna let you intro us into Nintendo. I'm gonna I'll say what I'll just say that we're no, actually, why don't you just go roll with it and say we're back, blah blah blah, all that bullshit, and tell us what it is.
That's what I was saying. Is I'm shy, so I'd feel more comfortable if you did it.
Oh, you want me?
And welcome back to Infendo Radio. We are back here with Nintendo tunes, maybe.
Then I'll just intro it and then I'll toss it to you and for the music to start. Then Steve. Do we want to test your music real quick? Or did we already do that?
I haven't closed. Well, yeah, we'll do one more test just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, since you had to close Audacity. Yep.
Yeah, Mini-boss music, Ocarina of Time.
Yep. Well, it's from the Zelda concert, but close.
Yeah, I know. I recognize the full
Mark Nowak on the chat says to Quay the banjo music.
Yes, I saw that. That's awesome. Okay, so
that's awesome.
We're gonna get rolling, guys, and we're back. Quay the music. We're here. We're gonna play.
We're queer. Get used to it.
Yeah.
If you're still listening, you probably already have.
It's true. So we're gonna play Nintendo's, and if this is your first time listening, welcome. This is the part where Steve is gonna play some music from 10, 11, 12, however many fucking games he's got. We're gonna try and guess what game it came from, and hopefully I'm not in the loser's seat at the end. So let's find out. Steve, what kind of music you got for us this week? You got a theme or anything?
I do have a theme, as I've been teasing in the chat for the last little while. Today's theme, drum roll, thank you, is games I played on my 3DS.
Oh boy, this will be interesting.
Jesus. Okay.
Which is a surprisingly diverse. That's a surprisingly diverse amount of games.
I think I can already guess a few.
Shovel Knight.
Don't ruin it.
And to all y'all who were predicting Shovel Knight, it's not on this week. I did it the last 2 times. Leave me alone.
Cave Story. Yeah!
Fox Boy.
He's on the board.
Oh, that's funny.
All
So
right.
let's see. Mike, Eugene, Justin, I am taking notes, although I'm sure Heather will help me.
Why did you say everyone's name but
mine?
mine? Why'd you say everyone's name but mine?
Because you're going to all guess
because
right.
No, because you're the 4th name I wrote down. Close my
right.
cookies.
Everybody get your cookies ready. Let's fucking do this shit.
All right, so here.
Maybe turn it down just a hair, Steve.
Yeah.
It's Shantae, by the way.
Can you be more specific?
Pirate's Curse.
All right, Mike up first one.
Oh god, you're breaking up.
I think it's mostly the music.
No, Steve got really bad there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't
Can you hear me now?
It sounds like
You're
breaking up again. Why don't we take a slight break here and drop out of the call and come back in, Steve? And but yeah, just leave your Audacity rolling.
Okay.
That should be okay.
Okay, we'll do.
Gotta love internet problems.
You know, I was gonna joke around and say Shantae instead of saying Shovel Knight 100 times, but I was like, nah, he'll save Shantae for later. Clearly, I was wrong.
Oh, Heather's keeping score for us too. I like that.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Good.
Oh yeah, you're 100%.
We can keep track of what round we're on, because that tends to be the thing we forget the most.
Yeah, that's true. Heather is the official scorekeeper.
I've actually got that already. So, Mike got round 1. It was Shantae and the Pirate's Curse.
Isn't that the only one on 3DS anyway?
Nope. 3 out of 4
No.
are available on the 3DS.
Everyone but Half Genie Hero is on the 3DS.
Oh, have to.
I can already tell
that.
Wait, alright. Shantae on the Game Boy Color is available. You can download the DS one through DSiWare.
Mm-hmm.
And Pirate's Curse, what's the 4th one?
The new one.
Half Genie Hero.
Half Genie Hero.
I thought that wasn't available on the 3DS.
It's not. That's why he's at 3 out of 4.
All of them except
Oh, I
the
thought you
4th
said
one.
that there were 4. Okay. Misheard you.
I can already tell I'm going to do horrible this week.
Same.
Okay, so here.
Cave Story.
Nope.
No, Donkey Kong Country 3.
Fuck.
Correct.
God damn it.
Justin gets the point.
Damn.
Wow, he even guessed the right number of Donkey Kong Country. Gee, I feel like there's some kind of spiteful indication there from Justin.
Well, yes, because Evelyn Fisher did the score for Donkey Kong Country 3 as opposed to David Wise and Graham Kirk. Okay, I'm done. I should have done my geek voice.
The real test is what's the name of this level? Do you have it?
Frig, no, because it's not my favorite Donkey Kong Country game, so I don't know the score yeah.
Okay, it was Rocket Run.
I was gonna say that too. All right.
I was gonna say that.
Okay, so
shut up.
So Mike has a point. Justin has a point. Here is game number 3.
Nintendo.
Which
NES
one?
Remix, NES Remix.
Four
NES
Swords.
Remix. NES Remix.
No to NES
Four
Remix.
Swords.
Is it
It's Picto-Bits.
is it the costume one?
No, and it's not Picto-Bits either. Whoever said
Minish
that.
Cap.
Fuck you. Yes, it is.
No,
Is it actually a Zelda game?
actually, it's not.
Okay.
And it's yeah.
I think we're gonna
Ready
need
for
another
another
track, Steve.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I got it. It's Tetris DS.
You son of a bitch.
Damn it! I was just about to say.
Here was the
that.
next
I was
game.
waiting- I was waiting for the next track, and that was gonna be my guess.
God damn it!
Mike gets the point on that one.
I knew I'd heard that music.
Dude, I bodied, man. Damn.
What you?
So Steve,
What, Eugene?
Did you? Is that available like to download, or did you just like pop your DS cart in the 3DS?
Exactly. I popped my DS cart into my 3DS.
Yeah, because that's
so.
the
Like I
best
said, this is a
version.
much broader category than you guys realize.
Yeah, we're
want
stretching the definition here.
Yeah. Well,
Basically, if it 3DS play log, it can be in this category.
I like how Steve fucked with us with the theme right from the go. So.
Hey.
Ooh, someone's dog is not happy with me.
No, that was me.
Go back to bed.
Oh, okay.
And
You're
I
such a
will
little
not go back
dog.
to bed, good sir.
It's a big bark.
Okay.
Hey, go back to bed.
All right. Who's ready for the next one? Game number 4?
I think I'm ready.
Oh,
We're
I should
ready.
probably be watching the chat now that I think about it. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Have your chat closed,
No,
by the way.
I think we've all got it open, actually.
Okay,
No
everybody
one's
go
gonna
ahead and close the chat. The listeners, you are welcome to play along, by the way, and I'll try and watch it now.
Does that mean I have to close chat? I guess I'll close chat.
Hang on, I'm talking.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay. I am
Okay.
closing chat.
Okay, here we go.
Got nothing.
I hear something.
A
But
little louder, buddy.
Cave story.
No, you are just going to guess Cave Story all night, aren't you?
Goddamn right. I know it's in here somewhere.
I've heard this before. Bit Trip Runner. Bit Trip
Yes.
something.
Can you be a little more specific?
No, Bit
Do you
Trip
know?
Runner. It sounds like 2, but I don't know.
I have to give this to Lucas simply because most of you may not know that the Bit Trip games on the 3DS
Okay, Bit Trip Saga. That's what I was gonna say. Give me my point.
and that includes all 6 games. So I had a feeling I might run into that.
Good.
I just want to get 1 point, Steve. Like, just throw something in there that I played.
Just make Cave Story the next one to shut him up.
Oh my gosh. You guys are awesome.
So I have 2. Justin has 1 instead of Lucas. All right, cool.
Oh yeah, Mike has 2, Justin has 1, Lucas has 1.
What?
And okay. So we are on number 5.
Cave Story.
You are both wrong, bitches.
Wait, I've heard this before.
Is this Xenoblade Chronicles?
It's not Xenoblade.
What other indie games?
Oh,
are
is this
on 3DS?
Bravely Default?
It's not Bravely Default.
Fuck.
Is it Bravely Second?
Lucas, it's Bravely Second.
Oh, fuck you! Oh, fuck
I
off!
said that too.
No, fuck off! All y'all! No! I want all the fucks to fuck you.
Eugene, just because you give Steve points for guessing the wrong game doesn't mean that you get them
No,
from
I'm
him.
pissed. I'm not happy.
Justin, did you guess that at the same time as
Yes.
me?
Well, there may have been a lag, but I finished saying it before you started saying it on my end. But I don't know what the chat heard.
When I said it, I heard you
Eugene.
saying it at like the same time.
No, I'm not gonna take no pity points. Let's move on.
Eugene's salty, so he doesn't have an opinion.
Yeah, and me and Justin won our point. So make a decision here.
If the one hosting can talk for a sec, Eugene, I want you to remember that guess.
Okay. So Bravely Default is the next one.
Who got that point?
Cave Story.
Donkey Kong.
Cave Story.
Donkey Kong 94.
Yes, it is Donkey Kong 94.
Is this the third week in a fucking row this game has been on Nintendo's?
Wait, Steve, going back from that though, who got the point for the last one? Is it me and Justin? Did we both get it, or like how are we doing this?
Heather, please help
us.
Yes, please.
The last one, Lucas got the point because it was Bravely Second.
But Justin said it also.
And I heard Lucas first on my end.
So did I.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
All right.
I don't mind sharing.
Hey, Justin, welcome to the Salt Club.
Justin, you could just get...
No, that's fine. As long as it's been confirmed by more than one person listening, I'm good.
Justin, you did just get Donkey Kong 94.
Yes.
What did I get? Jack shit.
You got nothing.
Move on to round 7. Let's go.
Oh, Eugene. Yeah, I'm going to be booted off the show after this one.
This is going fast.
Cave Story.
Bravely Default.
Cave
Oh, wait.
Story.
No, shit.
No.
I know this.
Oh, Hyrule Warriors Legends.
Ah, fuck off.
I forgot that this was on the 3D. Why does this sound familiar?
Yep.
No, I don't even.
Well, my God, I can't even get to a second track.
This is intense.
I am struggling all this right now.
Steve, you and I need to trade off because I tried to make it challenging, and yours are all easy, and yours.
I know, right?
Is almost over. Mine is usually forever.
I am struggling.
Mike and Justin, you each have 2 points. Lucas has 3.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Eugene, I'm sorry. Eugene, I do have at least one game on there for you.
Do I get like a sucker or something at least?
You can have a sucker.
Wait, don't play the main song yet.
Your girlfriend.
Don't play anything yet. Hold on.
Okay.
I got some. Hold on. Don't. Give me a second.
You're fine. I'm giving you a sec.
Nothing. Oh God.
Worth the wait.
Yes.
Okay, are we ready?
Cave Story.
Yes.
It's not Cave Story.
Bravely Default.
Here we go.
Bravely Default. Oh, I think I played this fucking game.
Now's your chance.
Pilot Wings Resort.
No.
Wait a second.
Pilot
Wait a
Wings.
second. Wait a second.
Citizens of Earth.
No.
Fuck.
I'm waiting for Eugene to get this one. I believe in you, Eugene.
I don't believe in myself.
Come on,
Lucas.
Eugene, you can do this.
I don't know. I just
See,
don't.
start it over. Start it over, Steve. Start it over. Start the song over again.
No,
Start
play-
the song over. Here, let me start this one over, and then I'll do another song.
It's not like.
I've played this fucking
Wait,
game.
it's a fucking son of a whore. Animal Crossing.
No, it's not Animal Crossing.
Oh, that sounds so much like a KK slider.
Okay, let's give you guys another track and see how this goes.
This this was an RPG game or something, wasn't it?
Cave Story?
It is an RPG and it's not Cave Story.
Like, it's bothering me.
Well, all right, I'm out.
Who's ready for a platform?
I mean, 3DS, right?
3DS?
This remake was on the DS.
Is this that Radiant Historia game that you were talking about the other day?
No, it's not. Because I didn't actually play that one. I just thought it looked cool.
Alright. Oh, is it
I've
is
ever
it
heard
one
of
of
this.
the Dragon Quest remakes?
It's not.
Alright, give me another song.
Okay.
Oh shit! I know that music.
I was
Like that, I know that melody.
Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger.
Oh, it
Mike
is
got
Chrono
it.
Trigger!
Chrono Trigger.
It is Chrono Trigger. God damn it. Son of a bitch. I was just about to get there too. Nope, not for me.
Back on the board, bitch.
I've never even played Chrono Trigger. How do I know that music?
Eugene, do I
I
gotta
have
play
no
it
idea.
again? It's right there in the fine print, clear as crystal. You get nothing.
All right.
You stole the fizzy
Again.
lifting drink.
Oh shit. Who got that? Heather was asking. It was Mike, right?
That was Mike.
Mike. Yeah.
I have
Which means
I opened the chat back up because I'm fucking losing, obviously. So I don't give a fuck anymore.
Well, none of them are guessing anyway. So.
does that mean me and Mike are
They're
tied?
just watching the train wreck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mike and Lucas are tied with 3 points. Justin has 2.
I have to subvert
Sorry.
Heather's prediction.
Okay. I'm ready for ready for round 9.
We're ready.
Eugene, you still have time to come back too, by the way.
I mean.
I've got 14 games.
Oh, girl.
What?
Oh.
Cave Story.
No.
For the love of God, just give the man Cave Story.
Bravely Default.
No. Really, Lucas?
It is, but fucking bullshit.
It's not Bravely Default.
Oh, I thought
It's not even an RPG.
God, it sounds like it.
I can't hear the fucking song because y'all won't shut the fuck up.
Well, we're trying to have a conversation here, bruh.
Yeah, chill. Why does it sound?
I
so
can't guess if
familiar?
y'all don't shut up.
And it's not Cave Story.
Nope, it's also not Quest 64 or Bravely Second. Because that's what the chat is guessing.
Home Improvement.
It's not an RPG.
Yes, it's Home Improvement.
Oh god.
I know this. Why do I know this?
Me too.
Sonic something?
It's not Luigi's Mansion, is it?
Can you be more specific, Lucas?
Oh god, it's Sonic. That Triple Trouble?
No.
Oh god, play another track.
Oh my god. Give me a second here. Let me
Play another track, Eugene.
My brain is farting.
I'm not Eugene.
I would never
Lucas, this
ever
better
put
give
a
it to
fucking
you.
Sonic game on this. Sonic Boom, Fire and Ice or some bullshit.
Nope.
Sonic Lost
Mike,
World? No.
Mike got it. Sonic 2. Mike got it.
Damn.
This is
Lucas, what the hell? You were supposed to get that one.
Oh,
This is the oil level. It's like the oil rig level, not chemical
It is.
plant, but the other one.
I'm rusty
Oil
on my.
Ocean.
I'm rusty on my old school Sonic.
Lucas, I put that there for you. Jesus Christ.
I'm rusty on my terrible games. I have to play.
Well, based
Okay,
on
hold
your.
on. But before we continue, Eugene, did you at least see the Sonic 25th anniversary statue that they unveiled the other day? That looks pretty fucking cool. Like, I don't care if you hate Sonic or not. That looks pretty fucking hot. I'm gonna post it in the group chat so you can see it.
I just like to say, Eugene, based
Okay.
on your ability to play Nintendo's, I don't think your ability to judge video games really should come into question.
Okay, Eugene.
Cave Story.
Are we ready?
Bravely
Eugene.
Default. Cave Story. Cave Story. Cave
Bravely
Story!
Default.
It is Cave Story. Eugene gets it.
Thank God.
That was the last game, by the way, but I had to give it to you early.
I kind of didn't want him to get that one. I kind of wanted to snipe it.
Okay, so that one's out of order now. So let's see.
Eugene's on the board.
There we go.
kids.
Eugene is on the board. So Mike has 4 points. Eugene has 1. Justin has 2. Lucas has 3. And Heather says, if I remember right, that Mike is going to win. So
what else is new?
All right. Ready for round 11?
Yes.
As ready as we're gonna be.
Yes, it is Eugene.
Making that comeback.
How did you know that off that song?
What's that? It just sounded like...
He didn't know. He's just fucking saying shit.
It just sounded like an RPG game.
I'll say if he wins...
So I just threw it out there.
All right, this one is going to be a little bit
on
of a
this
challenge
bullshit. I'm calling shenanigans.
Eugene has...
Okay, so...
Now that Eugene has his bullshit, he's not the winning.
Okay, so yeah, Mike is 4, Eugene is 2, Justin is 2, Lucas is 3. 12.
Oh fuck! Clubhouse games. Super Mario 64 DS.
Holy fuck! Justin and Eugene both got it.
Like
I'm going.
It was
to
either
give them
that or New Super Mario Brothers that was going back and forth on that.
And to give them both half a point.
Yay! Yes, we can do that. It's better for me, so we can do it.
Okay, you two are gonna share a point, so you get a half point each.
I'm just gonna.
That was like
better for me too. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna point out that last week we gave a tie a full point each, but I'll take my.
Yeah, isn't it funny how things change when I'm competing? Like.
Hey, Lucas, do you want me to give them a full point each? Because then we'll have a 3-way tie for second place.
Yes.
No, I'd much rather that you give them a half a point.
I would love my full point. Justin, what do you say?
That sounds good to me.
All right, let's ask the chat
on that one.
Heather,
All
you're
right,
our
man.
official scorekeeper. We're going to wait for the 15-second delay, and you let us know how many points I should have.
Heather says a half point.
Oh, Heather!
Boom! All right, kick her out of chat.
No, Heather stays. She's my new favorite.
Your girlfriend's in the other room going, what the fuck did I do?
Okay, here's round 13. We're almost through this train wreck.
But what a fun train wreck it's been.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong something.
Country Returns 3D.
God damn it.
Yep.
What the hell is wrong with you? Why do you keep picking Donkey Kong?
Who got that?
I play a lot of Donkey Kong.
Games, you fucking chump.
And this is my last game. It was supposed to end on Cave Story with a surprise.
I'm waiting for it to be Monster Hunter.
Oh god. Monster Hunter X.
That would have been too easy. Okay, last game.
Compared to...
I've got nothing. It's not like a Mario and Luigi like RPG type game, is it?
It is an RPG. It's not a Mario and Luigi.
It's too melancholy to be
not
Mario and Luigi.
Star, is it?
It's not Fantasy Life either, Nintendo fan.
It's not Sticker Star, is it?
No, it's not. It's not a Mario. It's not even a Mario game, actually.
It's funny, I was thinking Fantasy.
Neither is Fantasy Life.
Is this a 3DS game?
The platform on this one is another DS remake.
I was gonna say, this definitely sounds DS. Final Fantasy 3?
Holy shit, nice guess.
Wow. That was good.
Did I just fucking lose because you played
one of the Final Fantasy remakes to get in here?
Just
of a DS
half
bullshit?
a point.
Wait, what do I get half a point for? Oh, I won?
You won. You won by half a point.
Ah,
Wow.
girl.
Eugene's like, Mike didn't win. That's good enough for me.
Well, that'll be my last time hosting Nintendo Tunes, everybody.
That'll be your last time on
the show.
Oh, that's so true.
Somebody.
I'm not playing Pokemon fight with you, man. Blow me.
Somebody update the Nintendo's Wikipedia. Justin got another victory.
Yep.
I want an Infendo Wikipedia.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need one.
Dude,
Everybody else has a wiki
with fake histories and everything.
Hell, we have
First one voted off. It's poor choice in gaming.
Oh shit. Well,
after Steve chose 3 Donkey Kong games in one go. You know what? You know what the theme of my next Nintendo's is gonna be? Sonic.
To be fair,
I will do well at Sonic games.
only 2 of the games were actually Donkey Kong Country. One of them starred Mario.
Oh, shut up.
I tried.
all right, guys. Well, we're gonna take a little break here, get out of the Nintendo section, and move into Infendo Change the System. So, does anybody need to actually take a break, or do you guys want to just kind of roll into it?
I need some alcohol.
I need to reevaluate my decisions.
I need to assess why I let Steve be on the show anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Because
that
I
you
was
were
unavailable.
determining who stays and who goes.
It was a fun 11 episodes, guys. Been real.
Well, it's fun because so how the show worked was it was me and Chris, then Mike, then basically Mike brought everybody else on, right? Because you brought on Lucas first, or did Steve come on first? Now,
Lucas,
Excuse me?
Came on.
What the hell is this, Eugene?
Where did I go?
well, oh yeah, I'm
Yo,
sorry.
what the fuck is Justin on?
I
I'm like legitimately insulted right now.
it was
Eugene,
Heather says-
Eugene, you're digging
Heather
a
says
hole.
y'all's gotta keep-
Very, very deep hole.
I know Justin's pissed, Lucas is pissed, Heather's pissed, everybody's pissed.
Oh, I'm not pissed. I won Nintendo's.
Yeah.
Very.
I'm apparently not memorable enough to remember when I came on the show.
Hey, I'm finally learning the difference between you two's voices. So
Heather has spoken. I have to stay.
Yeah, Heather does say, please keep Steve.
Heather can
that
go
was definitely the
too,
most entertaining Nintendo's in a while.
I had fun. I'm also never letting Steve host again.
I had a great time when I was getting them right.
Okay, guys. So let's move
that's
into
awesome.
change the system here before we get too late and too late in the tooth. So all right, we're back. I won Nintendo's. That's what the Wikipedia says.
That's the problem with Wikipedia. Any Yahoo can change it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna move on to Infendo Change the System. This is where we talk about all the games we've been playing this week. Some on Nintendo, some not. I'm gonna take the lead here because I've been playing the least amount of games, I'm sure, from everybody.
Arguable.
But I did want to talk to the tabletop mode that I got to play this week with my Nintendo Switch. So. Well, I wasn't sure I was going to put this out there, but I'm going to let you all know why I wasn't here this week. My grandma actually passed away on this weekend, so we had to move the show from Wednesday to Friday. So sorry about that for everybody who was expecting it on Wednesday, but, you know, we moved it, and here we are.
Good night, Heather. Thanks for... See you later, Heather. Thanks for ruining the show, or the game show for us.
Yeah, but while
Yeah, I kind of won a long time ago if you'd given me the full point.
Shit. But yeah, while I was out there for the funeral, I was hanging out with a bunch of family members, a bunch of people that I actually have never even met before in my entire life. And honestly, when I busted out the Switch, it was kind of the star of the show because everybody decided to crowd around the little table in the little cafeteria that we were in to play some Mario Kart because I busted out the 2 Joy-Cons and I had to run out to the car to actually go get the Pro Controller because I wasn't sure that I was actually going to need it. And we ended up playing some 3-player split-screen Mario Kart. And it was actually really fun. I wasn't sure how a split screen was gonna happen on the Switch on the little the little tabletop mode, but it actually worked out pretty well. Like nobody complained about the screen being too small. Nobody complained about the Joy-Cons being too small. The only thing people complained about were blue shells and fucking lightning. So it was I would consider it to be a good time. We also got to play a little bit of Puyo Puyo Tetris because that was one of the other games that I had that I knew would be good for split screen, and yeah, that was fun too. So yeah, the Switch has been. Honestly, like my life has turned into a little Switch commercial. You know, like I'm busting out my Switch and putting it on tabletop mode, and all I need is Karen to complete my compilation. But
going out to those rooftop parties.
Yeah, yeah. So, but really, that was the only gaming I had this week. So I'm gonna throw it to whoever wants to talk next.
I guess I'll go since we're all so excited. First and foremost, I've been playing Pokemon again because me and Steve had a little moment the other night.
And why is that? I wanted to bring this up earlier. It's because they made a Pokemon announcement, and it reminded us that Pokemon is still a thing.
Yeah, we were playing Mario Kart together online one fateful night, as it would happen, and we started talking about Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And we're like, oh yeah, I like working on my competitive Pokemon team. Oh, I like doing this with my team. And I found out that Steve is like equally
in each other's eyes.
And after a passionate kiss, we retired to the bedroom for the night. No, but I found out that he actually like puts the same amount of thought into like his team building that I do. You're pretty like knee deep in the metagame from the sound of it. So I appreciate that because like I haven't had anyone to really geek out with over that in a while. And so we're gonna have a Pokemon battle tonight. Yes, Mike, you exist. Besides that, and I'm sure Mike will want to jump in here too, I have been playing Room in the Night Sky with Mike. And the way this happened is one other fateful night.
I am best magical girl.
One other fateful night, I was with one of my other guys, Mike. And we were trying to figure out what to do. And after like 4 hours of nothing, we went to the eShop and we found a video trailer for this $10 game called Room in the Night Sky. Poorly translated, made by 5 people game where you fly around on a little motorcycle and like Tony Hawk combos into points. And it is just a nonsense cluster of poorly translated gaming. But damn, if we didn't get a week's worth of entertainment out of it.
Okay, let me ask you a question here, kind of tying into what we talked about last week. How could you buy Room in the Night Sky, but shit all over like Shantae and Shovel Knight and all these other
Room in the Night Sky is hilarious. Okay, something you need to know about me is that when I was in college, like once a month, we had Chinese and Super Mario Brothers the movie night. I love things that are so bad that they're good. Like I own The Amazing Bulk on DVD because it's so bad it's good. So like I watched the trailer for this and it's like, we are magical girl together in night sky. I am magical giant. Giant wins. And I was like, dude, we gotta play this game.
Oh, God. All right, I mean, that's fair enough, like to each their own, but I just had to know because like you're always talking smack on all these indie fucking games, so I just
we didn't even get it because it was indie. We got it because it was fucking batshit crazy. If Shantae was like just as badly written and fucking had like really bad cutscenes, and Shantae was like,
fair.
For
sure.
And in their defense, one of the first games I pulled out when I got my new controller today was Street Fighter the movie on PlayStation. So.
Yeah, no, sometimes things are just so bad that they're entertaining, and that was the case with Room. And to be fair, I think we do both have a mild attachment to the game now, if not for the game design itself, for like, you know, playing it together and just having so much fun. Well, we spent all of that night like going through the tutorials, and like it's just so poorly worded that like we'd get to a line and we just both crack up laughing. So.
I guess it's
really Michael Thompson's in the chat right now telling us how bad we are for playing this game, but
clearly he has too.
Yeah.
Play this play the game, please. And play this game and just enjoy this game.
If one of you guys decides to get the game, I will stay up with you until 4 a.m. on Skype, and I will just laugh with you about the dialogue. Like, I promise we'll have a wonderful time.
Fair enough. Well, what other games have you been rooming on to play, Mr. Lucas?
Well, I mean, those were kind of my major ones. I'm getting my VR back up in Mario Kart, which is something, and I feel like I was playing something else, but I guess it couldn't have been that monumental. Me and Steve and Mike have been hunting a little bit, and we've gotten up to like HR 5.5. And I gotta say, like, Steve is the only one that didn't die the other night, so I'm proud of that. That's actually really cool.
Because I'm a defensive person. That's the only reason.
That means nothing. You're just doing good, like comparatively. Like I'm actually really impressed at your skills. So we're having fun progressing together in that. But yeah, that's about it. Did I get something else? I feel like I bought something else, but maybe not. Mostly that.
I don't know if one of you guys wanted to talk about NBA Playgrounds, because there was kind of a little bit of a news drop in there. Have you guys?
We're salty. We're salty on NBA Playgrounds, as you can hear. Big whoop. We're getting online finally. It only took them like a month and a half, and
but
yay!
Shaq Fu, dog.
Yeah, Shaq Fu is what everybody wanted. We're not pleased. Like, we're not happy. I think I'm less salty than Mike. I think Mike is like
general. You don't say.
Do you remember back to Pee Wee's Playhouse where they had the magical words and shit? You say Shaq Fu. You say Shaq Fu or NBA Playgrounds. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna go.
They could have just said that there's a delay on the online, get over it. So I guess there's that.
Yeah, they could have, but they didn't. They instead chose to try to like pretend sugarcoat it with nonsense. And oh god, did you see the trailer for Shaq Fu?
Yeah, I did.
They're like Shaq Fu was released and it was awful. And like they show the new gameplay and it looks just like the old gameplay.
Yeah. It's like,
Isn't that what you were just saying you love, though?
Oh, God.
No, I love it when a game is bad and it's not supposed to be bad. When you just remake a bad game and it still sucks, then it's just garbage. There's a big difference. There's a big difference between trying to make something good and having it be hilariously bad and trying to make a train wreck and just getting a train wreck.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right, well, fair enough. So I guess let's move on to Justin, since I've been forgetting about you all night long. What have you been playing this week?
Well, let's see. I used
tell us about
some
your
of
controller too, because I really want to hear about that.
Yeah, well, I was planning on doing that during this section. Well, let me start with what I've been playing. I've been playing Zelda, still playing Zelda at the moment.
Breath of the Wild?
Yes. I actually haven't touched A Link to the Past this week. So yeah, there's that. I cashed in some of my Nintendo gold coins for a 30% discount on Super Mario 64 because I haven't played that game since the DS remake, and I haven't actually really played through the original since, the original.
Right.
So, I didn't get it on Wii Virtual Console. It's kind of neat playing it on the big screen with, slightly up-res graphics and a better controller. So, I don't know. I think I got like 3 stars in it the other day and switched back to Zelda.
Yeah.
But today I got in the mail my 8-bit dough. 8-bit do, however they pronounce it, FC30 Pro controller.
And Mark Newak on the chat was talking about it, saying that it was also great to play like Puyo Puyo and the Tetris and stuff like that on the Switch. So yeah, I'm really excited to hear your review of this because I'm thinking about getting one myself.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have a Switch, so I can't speak for that.
Well, but you can talk about the quality of the controller.
Right. I mean, I play... A lot of my classic gaming I play on a multi-system emulator on my computer called OpenEmu. Mm-hmm. I think it's a Mac-specific emulator, but basically you open it up and it has cores for all of the major systems, and then it has all the great like pixel smoothing filters and novelty filters and stuff like that. And of course, it has support for external controllers. So I've been using a USB like PlayStation looking controller for a while, and like I want something a little more authentic. Mm-hmm. And I've been eyeing these 8-bit controllers for a while. They have several different kinds. They've got USB ones, they've got Bluetooth ones, and then they've got the Pro Bluetooth ones. And so I was debating between, the one or the other. And it was the announcement, was it this week or last week, that the Pro controllers were going to be compatible with, are currently compatible with the Nintendo Switch. Now, I don't have a Switch, but I know I will someday. So I thought, a little forward thinking, I'll spend some extra money and get one of these. And this, first of all, it feels amazing. It's about the size of a Super Nintendo controller. Mm-hmm. And it's got the kind of dog bone shape, a little bit more contoured than a Super Nintendo controller, so that's nice. The D-pad is just, it's rock solid. It feels exactly like an official Nintendo D-pad, and it's got a nice clickiness. The buttons have a nice clickiness to them. Yeah. Response time on it seems to be pretty good. Haven't had any problems with it so far. I did have a little bit of trouble. I synced it to my Wii U to try it out on that. And I did have a couple problems with it disconnecting for a second, but part of that might be because my Wii U is in a entertainment center and therefore behind a wooden door. And I tend to get connection problems because of that. Right. But basically, if you've never seen one, there are three. I think there are three different kinds. There's a USB one, there's the Bluetooth version of the USB, and then there's the Pro one. The first two of them look almost exactly like an NES or a Famicom controller, respectively. The Pro controller is, again, more contoured, dog bone, Super Nintendo style. It's got all of them have extra shoulder buttons and stuff like that. All of them have 4 face buttons, even the NES styled ones. I went for the Famicom one because I love the color scheme of the Famicom, and having never had a Famicom, I just wanted to have that. Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm loving this thing so far. I played a bunch of games. I tried some fighting games. I tried some platform games. If you're looking for, just a different kind of wireless controller. Plus, it is Switch compatible. Right.
I just put an image of these controllers in the live feed, by the way. If you
thank you. That's a lot easier than trying to describe it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful controller, and it's a beautifully packaged controller. It comes in this fancy box with the picture of it on the top, and it's glossy. You slide the thing off, and it's in this nice little casing. And I mean, they really put a lot of TLC into these controllers, and it says made. The slogan is something like "Made by classic gamers for classic gamers" or something to that effect. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, I want to get the N64 one too.
I was just gonna say that. I really want that one. If the analog stick is good, how's the analog stick on that SNES one, by the way?
I have not really gotten a chance to use it because I've mostly been playing, classic games on the emulator, and unfortunately on the Wii U, it syncs as a Wii remote. So, which is really awkward for navigating menus because I have to hold the controller sideways to get the D-pad to function properly. Right. But, so I cannot speak. I did play a little bit of Super Mario 64 on my emulator. Seemed to work and respond well. By the way, if you're in chat, mine is the one in the upper right. And, yeah, I mean, I'll probably have more to say about it next week after I've been able to put more time into it. But thus far, I'm happy with my purchase.
I really how much did you pay for it again? I'm not sure if you said.
I didn't say. The Pro ones are the most expensive, and that was $45. I bought it on Amazon. It's Prime eligible.
And now the Pro ones are the only ones that are actually compatible with Switch and stuff, right? Is that correct?
I think you might be able to sync any of them with the Switch, but the Pro controllers have the joysticks. So since the Switch basically requires the joysticks for control, you'd have to use the Pro. And I contacted the company before I purchased one because I was trying to decide between the Pro and the regular. The one right below it is the one I was debating between.
Okay. So that makes sense. So yeah, the Pro ones must have, and I am looking on the website. It says that all 8-bit Do controllers are compatible with the Switch and all that stuff. So you should be good to go with whichever one you decide to choose.
Right. And I can't remember the prices. I must be confusing because there are a few different companies that make controllers for computers and stuff like that. There's another company that makes a Famicom style controller that is USB. I thought it was the same company. Apparently they only make Bluetooth controllers, so I misspoke there. But yeah, they came highly recommended, and I watched a couple of review videos on YouTube and thought, you know what, I'll give it a try, and thus far I'm happy with it.
Awesome. So those are the 8-bit Do if you are just listening in the audio, and Justin recommends them. So I'm gonna have to pull the trigger and purchase one, I think. But I don't know which one I want, Justin. I don't know if I want the same one you want, but I think I just might have to get that one. That looks like the coolest,
Well, my way of thinking is almost every controller you can buy an NES controller styled skin that you can stick on top of it. It's a lot harder to find one that looks like the Famicom, and especially if you're looking for the Super Nintendo looking one that's 3 rows down. You gotta love the 4 colored buttons on the Super Famicom controller.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Much better than the 2 shades of purple.
Well, although I did like how the X and Y buttons were concave. So
That's true.
I liked that variety of it. I wish that Nintendo would kind of bring that back. That was kind of cool, but. All right. So let's.
Are you two done touching each other yet?
Yeah, us two old men talking about our old ass controllers.
Yes, yeah. Mike. What have you been playing?
Oh my god, I fell asleep. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Fucking, what have I been playing?
Is that your excuse for losing Nintendo's?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Do you really want to go back to that? Do you really want to go back there?
Do you want no, we don't, Mike. What have you been playing?
Do you want to open that one again? Oh, man.
I don't, because I still want to be on the show.
Heather already said you can say it, so it's okay.
Heather's not here anymore, so her rules don't matter.
What have you been playing, Mike?
Eugene's got final say.
I've been playing. I'm playing Pokemon Duel right now because I just woke up from a little power nap because 8-bit doo-doo doesn't really catch my eye.
Vroom in the night sky.
Yeah.
Vroom in the night sky, my dude. That game is way better than anyone wants to admit. I don't fucking care. I had a lot of fun playing that game, and we made it.
I think you had a lot of fun. It sounds like despite the game, but go ahead.
Heather just came back.
I love you, Heather. Shit. Thank you for keeping me on the show.
Anyway, Vroom in the Night Sky, like, I have fun playing that game. I don't care what y'all say. It's fun. It's a goofy game, and if you have to understand like that kind of humor to get enjoyment out of that game. And I have a funny feeling some of us in this chat don't know what humor is.
Mike is starting a turf war here over this game.
I am, but
I thought I didn't know we were playing Splatoon. All right, that was my one. Go on.
Oh, that hurt.
Very punny.
Turf wars are coming. But I've been playing a little bit of Vroom in the Night Sky. I bought Puyo Puyo Tetris accidentally.
Why have we played?
So how?
What?
So how that happened was Steve and Lucas and I were playing games late one night, and before I went to bed, I decided to pop on Nintendo Switch and go into the eShop and see what I wanted to buy because I need a new game to play because I am loving my Switch, but I am bored to tears with the games that I have right now. So I was like, okay, I need a good single player game, something that'll hold me over till like something better comes out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm finally gonna buy Lego City Undercover. I'm finally gonna do it. What the hell? I like them Legos.
It's a great game.
And so I'm like falling asleep, and I'm like, next thing I know, I'm putting my credit card info into the Switch. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get this game. It'll be cool. All of a sudden, oh, your game is in purchase. You're downloading now. I'm like, great, cool. I pass the fuck out. I wake up in the morning, and oh, Puyo Puyo Tetris is on my home screen.
Only you, Mike.
This is the hangover of Infendo.
Dude, what did I do last night?
Yeah.
And then suddenly I had a tattoo on my forehead and everything. It was great. But Puyo Puyo Tetris is great for what it is, but it's just Tetris.
But it's not as good as Room in the Night Sky, am I right?
Oh my god, no, you're totally right. But
can I just say that totally sounds like a 70s prog rock song?
Yeah.
But Puyo Puyo is just Tetris though, and like I'm good at Tetris. I mean, I'm not good at fucking Puyo Puyo, so that has no interest for me, and I'm very bad at it. And the Tetris is great. I'm a god at that, I kind of wish I didn't buy it.
I'm kind of I stick with my recommendation of the game, but only if you have somebody to play it with, because I think that's where it really shines.
That's probably my problem. I have no one to play it with, and I'm just very very bored with it. I wish I would have bought Lego City.
Can I just jump in here and say that I downloaded it during the show, and I wish I had listened to Mike's thing before I did that.
If you're not particular what system you play it on, Mike, Lego City Undercover is a $20 game on the Wii U. So,
oh yeah,
yeah. So
I wonder if there's anything better on it.
I don't know what they changed, if anything. I know they added multiplayer for whatever that's worth. And since it's also been released on the PlayStation and the Xbox, I'm not sure whether the Switch version removes the Nintendo references that were originally in the Wii U version. But I mean, in any case, if it's worth the $50, I mean, I think I got plenty of great times out of it. But
now, wait, Lucas, you actually bought the full Puyo Puyo game?
Yep.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl.
Despite the many times I've been like, I don't know.
Okay, let's play some 4-player Puyo Puyo multiplayer now. My girlfriend's gonna whoop your all's ass.
I was bored, and I was like, this'll be fun.
Which, Eugene, you have to play Puyo Puyo with me tonight. Just one round.
Dog, we'll play multiplayer Puyo Puyo anytime. Like, that's not a problem. My girlfriend is ready to play Tetris at any moment.
I want to make a joke and say something really provocative. I'm like, for the sake of you not hating me, I'm just gonna let it go.
I want to tell you that I'll play Puyo Puyo with you and then not play with you for like 2 months. But I also want to just play a game with you. So if it has to be Puyo Puyo, so be it.
Then so goddamn be it. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, if it's Puyo Puyo or Mario Kart, we'll play, I swear.
Steve, is there anything different in Shantae on the Switch than on the Wii U, or are you just going to fucking keep hawking me to get Shantae?
Well, do you have Shantae Half Genie Hero yet?
Yeah, I have it on the Wii U. Is it anything different from the Switch? Is there anything new on the Switch version, or is it just the same thing?
HD Rumble.
No, there's absolutely no reason for you to buy it, Mike. Now Lucas needs to buy it because he wants to buy something on the Switch.
I don't want it. I got burned out on the first one I played.
Anyway, I've been playing Mario Kart because I'm getting back into that because when I'm out and about, I played Tetris yesterday during right before my lab final. I had time to study, and I had to run into the bathroom, take a massive excretory movement. So I started playing Tetris before my final, and I ended up getting a 96 on my lab final. So You know, I'm passing my classes still. But
thanks to Tetris,
the game of life.
I'm pretty sure that I remember there being an article somewhere that like playing games like Tetris and things like high speed games like Dr. Mario and Tetris like increase your like
I've read something like that
like
too,
your brain function.
Yeah.
So that's clearly a good thing. But Monster Hunter, Puyo Puyo, Mario Kart. I'm in the process of getting all 3 stars. I never got around to doing that on Mirror Cup mode because I never fucking cared about Mirror Cup mode. I just realized the other day that if you play Mirror Cup mode on Mario Kart 8, like even your Mii costumes are backwards. Because I was playing with Pac-Man, and the Pac-Man costume is backwards. I'm like, oh, ain't that some shit?
That must be some easy way for them to make mirror mode. They like literally just mirror image the screen and then mirror mode. There you guys go. Get another 3 stars.
That actually seems as though that would be more difficult because, I mean, you basically have to tell it to render everything backwards as opposed to just flip the course and leave everything else the same.
Well, I mean, you can tell it to just like do a reverse image of itself, and then tell all the controls like, okay, left is actually right and right is actually left, and then boom, there you go.
And then I've also been trying. And then during
game designers out there that can confirm or deny either of these theories.
Yeah, right.
And during all this discussion about random fucking 8-bit doo-doo controllers, I've been fucking. I loaded up Pokemon Bank and Pokemon Sun so I can play Pokemon tonight with Lucas and Steve. And I realized
I'll take a nap during all the Pokemon talk.
And I realized I have no fucking idea where my competitive teams are for my last 2 generations. I have to go through all my 1,000 Pokemon in the bank and figure out where they are.
You can do that while me and Steve are battling.
And also dawned on me, I don't have any Megastones for any of my Pokemon, so my whole team schematics are kind of
Well, I can get you like 9 of them right off the bat. The rest you got to find on your own.
Can
I know, but like, wait, hold up, before we go any further. Can you get the Tyranitar and Garchomp Megastones in the game, or do I need to wait for Nintendo to fucking get off their ass and?
Those Pokemon are natively in Sun and Moon, right?
I have no idea.
If they're natively in there, then you should be able to get their Megastones in there. If they're not, like Mewtwo, for instance, you have to wait for Nintendo to re-release them.
Well,
so we'll do some research tonight. I was able to track it down for Lucas pretty quick.
I am in a pickle. Well, not the Monster Hunter Eugene pickle, but...
Well, if it's any consolation, I have to use a scissor tonight because Guard of Warite isn't a thing yet either. So we both have a slight disadvantage there.
Yeah.
But anyway, what else have I been playing? I played NBA Playgrounds with my buddy the other week because we haven't talked about Team System in a while, and it's really fucking tough. Like, the game is still broken. Like, the update aside, like, some of the mechanics, they'll even admit they didn't do some of the mechanics right. Like, pushing is way too powerful. Stealing is absurd. Fucking blocking shots is retardedly difficult. And, like, any character can make a 3-point shot, like, 100% of the time if you just press the button the right way. There's no, like, chance of missing it. And, like, did they fix that in the update, which we're not getting? I don't believe them. I think they're lying to me. But I think that's Bomberman. Always Bomberman. I always love playing a Super Bomberman R for Nintendo Switch. If anyone wants to play that with me,
I'd play with you if you ever let me know you're on.
Plug.
Shit.
All
right. Well, finally, Steve, why don't you hit what you've been playing this last couple of weeks since we've had a Infendo change the system proper?
I've been playing Magikarp Jump too.
That was Mike, not Steve. So, Zelda. So, like, I know what I want to do on Zelda. I just have no desire to do it because it's boring.
Yay! Finally.
So that's why I hopped on the other night and started playing Mario Kart with Lucas, which reminded me how bad I am at Mario Kart. So then we got talking about Pokemon Sun and Moon, started playing that. And I forgot how much fun my competitive team is. They are so much fun. So I'm excited. So Lucas and I are going to battle each other and see who can win non-legendaries and then with legendaries. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm going to battle too, asshole.
I know. But we got to figure out what you're using first. So, but I decided I want to finish Bravely Second, which is how Bravely Default and Bravely Second made it into the show tonight. because I want to get. I know Mike is growling again. That's not good. The problem is when I did this with Bravely Default, I got 30 hours into the game and put it down for 2 years, so I had to start over.
See, I'm in the same boat. I put it down. Well, anybody who's played the game knows, so it's not really a spoiler. But like at the end game, and then you're not at the end game.
Right.
You have to do all that shit all over again. I was like, nope.
Right.
Not doing it.
Well, the good news is, Eugene, is if you start at one of those points in that particular game, it's kind of like starting fresh, except for minus all the grinding that you did at the beginning.
Sure.
So, because it doesn't really change much.
But remember a few months ago when I lost all my 3DS save files?
Oh.
Yeah, that's not... That
reminds me I need to back up my SD card.
Yeah, do that. Please,
yes, you do.
For the love of God.
So I started playing Bravely Default back in January, I think it was. Right after I finished Pokemon, because I was trying to beat it before Bravely Second came out, which I didn't do. So I beat it after Bravely Second came out, and then I started Bravely Second immediately, and again got 30 hours into it and put it down, and it's now June. So now when I do start it, I get to start it over just like I did the last one. So I'm debating on whether or not I want to do that. I really do, because that's the kind of game I'm really in the mood for right now. But I don't, because it's that whole, beginning of an RPG, got to do the whole grindy thing. So I'm not sure what I want to do.
Yeah.
I did buy Shantae Shantae Half Genie Hero. Have not had a chance to even turn it on yet, because I started downloading it before I went to work yesterday, and then worked a closing shift, and then more or less opened today, and then got home from work, started working on the show. So I really have not played anything since yesterday, except for a little bit of Pokemon with Lucas.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll be able to report on that next week.
Awesome.
So,
and I forgot. I forgot Lucas and I played Minecraft last night for a little bit. We played the battle mode. That was interesting.
Yeah, without me. I've been trying to get you to play Minecraft, and you don't even play Minecraft with me.
Wait, did you guys buy Minecraft on Switch?
We thought
no, we have it on Wii U.
No. We thought it would be ironically funny to play Minecraft while we waited for you to come play Monster Hunter with us.
Yeah, while I'm driving home from work and chatting with those two.
I'm like,
hey,
let's
play the glide mini game, and I'm like, wait, there's a glide mini game in Minecraft. Are you playing Minecraft?
No. And we're like, no. And you believe us because you're gullible as a motherfucker.
For half my drive home, I'm like, they must be playing something else. I thought they were playing that Vroom game is what I thought they were playing. Witches and brooms and gliding. I thought it.
See, I can see where you got that.
And then Mike's like, oh yeah, we're playing Minecraft. I'm like, bitch.
I just love trolling you because you're so easily fooled. I fooled you with the Monster Hunter thing too the other week. I love it.
Yeah, I know. That's the new thing. Is Troll Steve.
Blame Eugene and Troll Steve. All right.
All right, guys. So, what do you say we close out the show here on that note? We've already
probably a good idea.
Yeah, already eclipsed the 2-hour mark. I feel that we've given our listeners their money worth. Steve, I can tell.
I think we need to give them a refund.
Steve, I can tell that you're a little staticky. So before you give your outro, why don't you drop the call and then come back in, and then we'll end the show here. Those of you in the chat. Thank you. We've had lots of y'all tonight. I think we had up to...
Especially the new people.
Yeah, definitely. So we had a couple of new people joining us in today. We had a couple of old listeners. We'd love to have you all every week. So we understand if you want to listen to the Purdue show, that's fine by us too. So if you do that, make sure to rate us on your platform of choice, be it iTunes or Google Play or any of that bullshit. 5 stars or better. That's what we prefer. But if you think we're doing a shitty job, tell us that too. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter at Infendo Eugene. You can find Infendo on Twitter at Infendo, and you can find everything that we're doing at infendo.com. So where can we find you on Twitter, Lucas?
You can find me on Twitter at Mike_DA_parrot, because I'm eventually going to Jennifer's body Mike and just take over his life.
Oh my god, that movie.
You can find me on YouTube as Pokemon Trainer Verdant, which I hope you know if you're in the chat because I've been talking to you all night. I have an ambitious goal that I want to accomplish that involves the Infendo crew, but I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be able to pull it off because I get so easily bored. But if I do, I'll let you all know about it next week. And that's pretty much the only places you can find me.
All right, cool. Well, where can I find you, Mike?
You can find me. You can find me in the bar, drinking away my anger from this fucking podcast.
You can find him rooming in the night sky.
Yes, all night long, because I am the magical girl. I was the first true magical girl in this whole podcast, so I beat Lucas at that. I'm very happy. You can find me on Twitter at Mike_the_poet. That's Mike the Poet _ between every word. You can find me on Miiverse at Mike is a Poet Third, all phonetically spelled out, no spaces. You can find me on the Switch. Find me on Twitter for that. I don't know my friend code. Soon, Nintendo's gonna let us not have friend codes anymore, but not today. Not today, Satan.
Not at least until the next generation of games. So we'll be in the 2020s by then.
Yes, you can find me on Miitomo. You can find me on Pokemon Switch. I mean, not Pokemon. Pokemon Shuffle. I mean, please add me.
Hopefully someday in Pokemon Switch.
Yes, absolutely. You can find me on Monster Hunter. I'm usually in a lobby with some weirdly weird provocative name,
or playing your review copy.
And before I sign off, I want everyone to know that if you like the show, please go on Twitter and tag Infendo and Infendo Eugene on your tweet and type in #BlameEugene for everything that happens this week.
Because Mike already did.
I forgot to mention at the start of the show, but congratulations to Heather for winning the Infendo contest as the only entrance.
She's not even here anymore, by the way.
But yeah, she won the sketchbook. Actually, look out next month because we're gonna have another contest. We've teamed up again with oh god, I can't say the wrong name. I was about to say Threadless, but it's fucking ThinkGeek. We teamed up again with ThinkGeek.com, and they're gonna provide another
Please do not
prize.
piss off the sponsor.
Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah,
Eugene, without spoiling anything, is this the other thing that we all discussed that day you showed us the prizes, or is this something new?
It is this. Yeah, it's that other thing that we discussed. Yes.
Oh, exciting!
Don't say the thing.
Yeah, and
you guys don't get to know what the thing is.
I forget what the thing is.
But
we'll tell you offline.
We're gonna make the,
can I win the thing?
I mean,
can somebody send me a picture of what the thing is?
Shit. We're gonna make the contest a little bit easier. I feel that the Nintendo's style contest was a little bit difficult. That's why we didn't get very many entrants. Maybe this time it'll just be follow us all on Twitter, and then whoever follows us and retweets this tweet can be entered to win.
Whoever spams #BlameEugene the most in the 24 hours.
Yeah, right. Okay, but with that, we still have Steve to tell us where we can find him. So where can we find you, Steve?
And Justin.
Well,
right?
I'm getting there.
Yeah, so you can find me at Gentis1 on Twitter. Because I'm a sucker and I believe what Mike says, you can also now email me at steve@infendo.com.
Nice.
That wasn't my fault.
So we all have our own email
I'll tell you later.
And even Lucas has one, even though he doesn't know it yet.
Wait,
so
I have an Infendo account? Why did you guys... How did I miss this conversation? I'm always in the group chat.
No, I did.
What, do you guys do this in like a secret anti-Lucas group or something? Should I be alarmed? Am I being replaced?
You're not missing much, don't worry.
Did you find another handsome member to replace me on Infendo?
We're just going to replace you with my Lucas amiibo.
That's fair.
Oh god. So yeah, we're gonna what the hell was I even saying before I got on that? Oh yeah,
I have an Infendo account.
Yeah, Lucas, I will teach you. Actually, probably Steve should teach you since he taught me how to fucking set that shit up. But you can email all of us by our first names at infendo.com, and then we'll get emails that way. So good times. But yeah, where can we find you at, Justin?
You can find me on Twitter at InfendoJustin. You can find me on Miiverse at Fear the Claw _ in between each word. I actually logged into Miitomo for the first time in months. You can find me there at Master Claw. And I don't have a Switch yet, so I don't have a friend code to give out.
Nice.
Oh, Fear the Claw is also my Wii U ID, in case you didn't know that. So if you want to send me a friend request, that's where you send it. Fear the Claw _ between each word.
All right, and this has been my final Infendo radio because I guess we're getting rid of me. This has been Eugene signing off, according to Mark and Michael in the chat. I've been replaced, guys. I guess you're gonna have Mr. Trump.
Yeah,
Mike
is gonna run the feed from now on.
Yeah. Hashtag blame Eugene.
And then we can never go live again because I can't handle it.
Yeah. Oh god. Okay, guys. So that brings us to the end of the show. We've been rambling long enough. I think that's it, guys. Anything else you want to add before we get out of here?
Blame Eugene. No, I think we're all set. I mean, Eugene, if you want to play some Tetris with me and your girlfriend, I can whoop your ass real quick. And then Lucas and Steve, I'll play Pokemon with you.
Nice.
Yeah, I would take you up on that, but
for this mic.
What, Lucas? I mean, what, Steve?
Oh, keep talking. I got something for this.
Oh, I was just going to say I'd take you guys up on your Tetrising, but I'd rather start playing with Steve. So.
Yes, nice. Voice meter.
This has been Infendo Radio.
Yeah.
Signing off.
We did it, guys. We're out of here. Tell us, Lucas.
You can't see me, but I'm Russian. But I'm like doing that little Russian dance right now.
Good night.
Oh no, you should have kept it running. That's a mess. Could have been our send-off music.
Yeah. Good night,
I'll leave it
everybody
running
in the chat. Good night, everybody who's listening to the Brew show. Good night, Donald Trump. This has been Infendo Radio.
Good night, and hopefully good riddance.
Signing off.
Bye.
Peace.
James Covey is not your savior.
All right, that was awesome. So I'm gonna close out the live feed. So say goodbye to our live listeners.
Bye,
listeners.
Bye.